right, we're live.
We're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
And really quick to our tech person, are we recording?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And we're recording. We're live and recording.
Live and recording.
I was going to spoil some. Was that some music? Did we just get
that? Was just me watching our Twitter stream. Don't worry, our Twitch stream. Don't worry about that. And it's a lovely commercial from Amazon Prime. Please give us all free Amazon Prime because we mentioned it on the air.
Yeah, I love Amazon Prime. It's very helpful.
Boy, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime helps my business.
I cannot tell you to choose Amazon Prime over any other subscription-based shipping service.
Are there other subscription-based shipping
services? Bed Bath & Beyond Plus.
The Beyond the Beyond?
Beyond Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond the Beyond.
I almost signed up for it.
When you need sheets, in a hurry.
Yeah, okay, so quick sheet story while we're waiting for people to come on.
Well, if you step out of your shower and you don't have a towel,
and you need to order
Bed Bath Beyond Beyond.
Ding dong.
Beyond. They have a lot of things in the Beyond category.
How fast can they deliver it? That I am still wet. I still have to dry off. Thank you so much, Bed Bath & Beyond.
Now, my daughter wanted new sheets, and she loves superheroes, and so we were going to get her the DC Super Friends sheets, but they discontinued them, and there's no little girl superhero sheets now.
But all superheroes are for all people.
I was going to say,
yeah.
that seems...
She specifically wanted the Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Supergirl combo.
Okay.
eBay.
Yeah, we're going to have to look there or something.
That's crazy that they discontinued. I feel like of all the times where it feels like there's a lot of little girls getting into superheroes, this is a good time for that.
Yeah.
But
she's fully dressed up as Wonder Woman today. It's awesome.
I mean, I would not be surprised that DC may be dropping the ball on that opportunity.
DC dropping the ball?
DC dropping the ball on some kind of marketing or
yeah, beautiful piece of cinema.
Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and say, welcome to Clinical Role, where a bunch of psychologists, therapeutic dungeon masters, clinical types sit around and play some Dungeons & Dragons for fun and relaxation. Welcome back, everybody. Does anyone have any announcements or things like that they want to inform people of before we jump back into the game? Or
yes.
Go ahead, Adam.
Adam and I will be keynoting.
What?
We'll be keynote presenters at the Washington American Family Therapy Association conference.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're the closing keynote speech. So if you happen to be at the Washington Association for Marriage and Family Therapy conference in September.
September 29th.
You'll see us there.
When in September is it?
29th.
Is it on 29th?
September 29th. That's Role Play Grow. Dungeons and Dragons as therapy.
Yeah. Is there something else on the 29th also?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. You're just the way you said that.
No, I just wanted to get you to reiterate it.
Just say it. Just feeding back in.
Yeah, no, just helping you promote it.
It's not on our website yet. We'll be tweeting and sharing about that quite a bit once we get it on the website.
Yeah.
Nice. Any other announcements or anything?
We're going to have some exciting things for Take This coming up in the next couple months, so stay tuned and follow us at TakeThisORG on Twitter.
And I'm going to be at Gen Con. I'm going to be on 2 different panels. One of them that I'm facilitating, and another one I got invited to. And then I might be doing something else too. I don't know if I'm allowed to announce it or not. So,
where would we find out about it if you finally got to share it?
It will be all over my Twitter. So Megan Seide. I will be tweeting all that stuff out. I'm super excited though. Like, I'm getting to meet some of my childhood heroes and stuff, so it's gonna be incredible. So come see me at Gen Con. I'm not really making many plans outside of talking, so I can just hang out with people and just have the experience of being there. Because it's a bit overwhelming trying to select from all. I didn't realize Gen Con goes 24 hours. Like, it starts at 8 a.m. on Thursday and it ends 6 p.m. on Sunday. So.
That's pretty
intense.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. That's what I'm up to. And then I'm running a D&D summer camp starting tomorrow in Charlotte, so.
Sweet.
We're going to be talking about fighters. Well, fighting classes. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
No? All right, cool. Well, let's jump right back into it. And Dr. B has kindly agreed to give our recap. So,
when we last left our heroes, they had activated the Dawnbringer. Gragnold spoke to the Dawnbringer, much to the chagrin of Immeral, who did not trust it. Until Immeral briefly attuned himself to the Dawnbringer, and it told me that between my lives, which I don't know what that means yet, but I have memories creeping in. From between my lives, it told me to seek out my people to learn more. Then we poisoned a spore cloud. Were poisoned by a spore cloud, cured everyone, made it back to the original town where we first found the rot in the jungle, and were ambushed by several attackers who were trying to kidnap the wizard Fizzbang. We proceeded to beat the ever-loving crap out of them, and that is where we leave our story.
all right. So as you guys are all gathered around this Wizen form, I believe M.A. had just done a healing word, or...
Sounds like something she'd do.
Sounds like M.A.
So he is somewhat stabilized at this point, but you can, just looking at him, he wasn't a very big guy to begin with. He's looking very wan now. Like, his cheeks are sunken in. He's got kind of a sweat going on his forehead. He does not look very healthy. Two of the cultists had just taken off running into the woods, and as you guys come up and he looks at you, don't let them get away. And he points out at Gragnold. And Gragnold, you feel this like rush of adrenaline come through you as he
Sweet.
casts haste on you.
He has haste?
Yes.
Oh, God. Gragnold with haste is terrible.
Rage and haste.
So what would you like to do?
I would like to hastily go get the guy.
Really? Would you like to do it quickly? Would you like to do it with
I would
great
like to do it
speed?
with
Alacrity?
Alacrity? Yeah.
All right, so it's
Celerity.
Dawnbringer out. Gragnold just, and he takes off running down. It takes you a couple of rounds of running, but you get, your movement's doubled, so you're 50 feet, so dashing you get 100 feet, so within...
Good God.
Is Gragnold, is he like visibly faster? Is he like the Flash in this moment?
Yeah, his movements start to... It's something that you guys have started to see a little bit with Immeral when he's like moving really quickly and doing some of his monk abilities.
It's like a Jedi running fast.
Yeah.
Like force speed.
I'm picturing more like Benny Hill running around.
And I picture Immeral just rolling his eyes again.
I don't think Immeral
constant
ever
occurrence.
stops rolling his eyes.
And then MA is in the background just twanging on her lute.
And so you take off, and pretty quickly you come up towards these two guys. You see them fleeing, going further into the jungle. Would you keep pursuing?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'll pursue them until I can stab them with Dawn.
Okay. So.
Do I care what they think? Like, are we trying to stop them to talk to them about stuff, or are we punishing them for being bad guys?
Well, I'm about to run after you just to make sure you don't destroy everything that everything, so we can get some information.
So we do want some information. I don't think Gragnold necessarily cares about it.
Incapacitated earlier.
And what's that?
You have the one you incapacitated earlier too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't care.
Cool. Okay. Will you yell that after me so that I know?
No, I don't care. As long as we've got one.
All right.
If you bring their heads, then that's just more intimidation for when we try and get information out of this guy.
I'll yell acting, but I'm a snake, so.
Yeah.
All right. If I only use the ritual to speak with small animals. Okay, then I'm just gonna run after the guy and see if I can.
All right.
Spinning scissor slices.
All right, so there were 2 of them, so you're able to catch up with a dash action. You're able to catch up to them, but they will get a couple of strikes against you. I think a 20 is going to hit you.
Yeah.
Because you're 17 armor class right now. All right, so it's going to be.
You get some extra armor from haste, but
4 points of slashing damage. Which will
Okay.
make it 2. And then I throw my dice on my desk. That works.
That wasn't a taser.
18 is just going to hit you. And I rolled another 1. So be happy for my Opaline dice that roll like crap. So that's another 4 points.
Yay.
Woo!
Okay.
And I think they would stay there and try to. So you were standing there. You have Dawn out.
Thank you for calling her name. I'm gonna slash her with that. Am I raging right now or no?
Yeah.
I feel like it took me some turns to get there. I might not be.
Well, you have a couple rages still, so like you could re-rage.
I'll re-rage.
Re-rage.
This is 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
12.
All right. Easily enough, like you just bring Dawn right down and just whoosh, separate one head from the shoulders.
The other head's still there.
The other person is still there.
Beetlebrox over there.
Hail Hydra.
Do you have 2 attacks or just it's the?
Oh, I can attack again.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You have a hasted action anyway. So.
Like 3 or 4 attacks now.
Yeah, I have a lot of attacks now. The second one is a 27.
Yeah.
Sun hit. The second one is also 12.
12 points, and again, that's enough. Like you just pretty easily with Dawn just, and how would this like narrate how you imagine this happening?
I picture Gragnold running sort of between them, and then holding out both of his scimitars, and then just spinning, or I guess Dawn and his scimitar, and then spinning in a circle in slow motion. And decapitating both of them at the same time.
It's like it's a lot like the scene from X-Men with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But bloodier.
I call it the Cuisinart.
Yes, this is a Cuisinart. It's not there's no scissoring.
No,
It's not. You're breaking away from the scissoring.
Like,
Yeah, this is two at once.
2 at once.
The
so you
Cuisinart.
come, right, with your speed, you come running in as you just catch up to them. They both quickly swing at you, miss. Or no, they both are able to hit you really quickly, but it doesn't seem to really affect you as you jump up into the air and just swing the swords out and separating the heads from the shoulders. Come down. And you hear Dawn's voice in head, level 1.
I'm impressed. I hiss in an impressive way. Impressive.
Can we even see this?
You'd be able to see the light, you'd be able to see like the shadows of it too.
The shining radiance of that awesomeness that just happened.
Yeah, yeah, like some extra awesome radiant shining going on there.
Were there any screams?
Oh no, I don't think that they would have had time to scream.
Aha! I reached down to the unconscious one.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure Baeridin is standing by.
All right, so you go to drag him over, kind of where Fizzbang is. And when Gragnold makes your way back to you, by the way, Fizzbang just kind of passes out. Like, falls
Did you
asleep.
bring the heads?
Nope.
Okay. Go get the heads.
That's gross. That's disgusting.
Immeral, go get the heads.
Okay. Is there anything? Can I search their bodies real quick? See if there's anything on their person that says who they are, where they're from.
Yeah, go ahead and just give me an investigation check.
16.
16. Okay, so you find both of them have these strange, like, amulets of some kind. They look like a mushroom, shaped like a mushroom. You do find that both of them have a packet of dried mushrooms.
Perfect.
On them. And then you find about, between the two of them, 15 copper.
Gragnold's absolutely going to eat those mushrooms.
Oh, this is going to be a bad idea.
Too late.
It's not going to go well.
All right, you tried.
Already done.
You tried the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Oh.
office, check it out.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, I won't eat the mushrooms. I will bring the stuff back with the 2 heads.
Okay.
So that he can share the mushrooms. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gragnold's a generous guy.
So, did you bring the heads?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Holding Baeridin up, kind of like a snake pistol, pointing it at the dude's face.
Are you like a...
Baeridin?
I thought you were like...
I'm big, but you can tall.
No. Just I tell Baeridin,
Yeah,
hiss intimidatingly.
Baeridin lays out a string of insults, intimidating insults that are very clever about this guy.
So clever.
They're mostly about how he's unconscious.
Not for long. I'm actually slapping the bottom of his
how
feet to
sad
wake
that
him up.
He's nobody understands it, but he's on board.
All right.
It's a good insult.
I'm slapping the bottom of his feet to wake the unconscious captive up, while pointing Baeridin in his general direction.
Baeridin's actually making bang noises like he's a gun. But again, it's
intimidation check using the
it says,
snake charisma.
Okay, using what?
the snake's charisma.
The snake's charisma.
It's probably lower than my charisma.
I've got a +2. What do you have?
Yeah, no, actually use your charisma. I'm sorry, you can't retain yours when you're in beast form. I forgot.
Okay, here we go. That's awful. That is so bad. It's so bad. I got a 5.
5.
Apparently the awkwardness of me trying to hold a constricting snake out while trying to slap the bottom of his feet, it makes the effect a little bit more humorous, I'm guessing, than intimidating. As I'm whispering, insult him in snake speak. Slap, slap, slap. Insult him in snake, are you afraid yet?
Yeah.
It's not quite. It sounded so much better in your head.
Oh, so many ideas, so many things do sound better in my head.
Well, Baeridin's on board.
He kind of wakes and is looking at. Where's our prisoner?
Okay, you know what? I put Baeridin down and I just lean over.
Wait, actually, can I bite his head? How big is my head?
Well, you can unhinge your jaw.
Yeah, right? Can I
Yeah,
just...
I mean, like, you wouldn't be able to swallow his whole head, but you could, like...
I could, like, latch onto his... Can I, like go forward and, like, latch onto his face?
Attack.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah, I figured that could be pretty terrifying. You could... I'm not actually going to try to...
You could get around his feet, and we could, tell him...
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, go for the feet. And as he begins to speak, I slap him across the face.
Okay.
And I will run up carrying 2 of his friends' heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giga-Jig, that's what you walked into.
Yeah.
All right, so give me one intimidation check with advantage. One person rolls it.
Who's got the best? Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah, no.
My intimidation is 2.
Oh, well, okay, let me try this again, see if the die doesn't betray me.
My intimidation
Proficiency.
With advantage.
Mine is also...
Oh!
I can verify that side.
What's up?
Right.
Nat 20.
All right, so this guy, like, his eyes are kind of wide, and he's like starts kind of like backing up across the grass. Save
All
me.
right.
Save me.
Okay, see, now that we have your attention, we'd like to have a chat before my snake friend swallows you whole. Oh, and by the way, don't ask for your friends because would you like to speak with them? Gragnold, there we go. That's good, Gragnold.
I'm here. This is what I get for being a jerk.
So, now that you know what happens to those who are insolent, maybe you'd like to be helpful.
She's making the world ready. What is it you wish to know?
Okay, well now you're playing the pronoun game. Who is she?
Baeridin's going to say, who is she also, but his mouth is full and also he's speaking snakes.
Baeridin, if you're going to speak, don't speak with your mouth full.
She is the greatest of the goddesses, and so sorry for that noise, because I have my window open, because it's actually a nice day, but...
Yep.
Oh, okay, Giga-Jig, let me
We'll welcome some of the people to chat. Welcome, Giga-Jig.
And Drake and Oakleaf, just to catch you up as to what's going on, we've just saved a very, very scrawny one wizard from being kidnapped. We decapitated 2 of the assailants, and our transmogrified druid is now trying to intimidate the captive by eating him whole as a constricting snake.
I think I'm going to 100% change my shape-shifting to
Transmogrification.
Transmogrification, yeah.
On my character sheet.
We're also using the decapitated heads as puppets.
Yeah. It's pretty horrific. It's like really.
But real effective.
But it's very effective.
So, who is she? What is she making the world ready for? And where can we find her?
As you're asking this question, you see him reach into a pouch and pull out a dried mushroom.
No. I slap him again to stop him from eating it.
He kind of looks confused. A lady of rot.
Lady of rot.
Reaching for the mushroom again.
No.
Hold his hands down. Tie him up.
It's basically the whole episode, Giga Jig.
Yeah, this whole thing is going to be one giant satanic ritual.
Oh, I brought the goat urine.
He got it in a little flask.
It's in one of those vessels that keep you warm.
Oh, it's an insulating vessel. You know what I call that? The last host.
Yeah, he keeps kind of looking at you guys, and the more you're hitting him, like, the more he's kind of shaking his head and looking a little confused.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
This is not mind control, because I just decapitated 2 guys.
Oh, no. Well, we couldn't have known that at the time.
Yeah.
Wait, sounds like mind control. Maybe it's mind control. I slap him again. No mushrooms.
And you see, like, he's kind of shaking his head, like when you have a really bad hangover and you're trying to get your brain to function.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We've never experienced that before.
Something, my bachelor party.
You see him, like, just like, hey, and he starts reaching for the pouch at his.
No.
And like, he just starts shaking, and like you see his whole body start convulsing on the ground.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
I'm gonna give him the mushroom.
All right. So you place the mushroom in his mouth, and the body stops seizing, and do you still have Dawn out for light, or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Immeral especially would see this without issue. And Gragnold, probably you too. Like, he was kind of had this confused look. You saw his eyes kind of dilating and retracting a bunch, and then when his eyes open after he eats the mushroom, they're pretty much fully just dilated, almost completely black.
Okay.
I'll take some too then.
No. We don't eat the strange mushrooms.
This looks like mushroom.
No.
Dare get in her way.
Yet we did. Who is she?
Our Lady of Rot. And he's trying to reach. I'm assuming you took the weapons off of him.
If he reaches down for anything, I slap him.
This is the slap interrogation technique. It's called interrogation of many slaps. I think it's the.
Mm-hmm.
We get some good cop, bad cop.
We need to get back.
We need to get back where and why.
She needs the ingredients. She needs us.
She needs the ingredients. Say more. Use your big boy words.
He looks very confused at you.
I give him the backhand of persuasion.
I think this is going to be a slap interrogation technique. Pull together. Give us the information.
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it.
Our audience decide. Apparently, she needs the goat urine.
It's from Airplane.
Backhand of persuasion.
It's just kind of like wildly looking around. It's almost like he's not even registering that you guys are there.
Do I have to give him the forehand of recollection?
It's a 1-2.
Upward.
The nose flick. The nose flick of kindness.
We get it.
I kind of like
and you see him reach into the pouch again for another mushroom.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see how this plays out.
Just let him keep mushrooming.
I kind of want to get up in his face and let him know that he used the word "we."
I don't think there is a we here anymore. I think you're by yourself.
Oh my god.
All alone in the woods.
We're never alone.
You're right, we're here too.
He's got you, Gragnold.
Depends on how you look at it.
Yes, the logic is impeccable.
The world is ready for her to escape her confinements.
Okay, tell us more. You know what? I'll tell you what. You have persuaded me. I am fascinated by your by your perspective, and I'm wondering if you have a pamphlet on this topic.
The Lady of Rot pamphlet.
Tell me more.
Welcome to the Lady of Rot.
He pulls out one of the mushrooms and hands it to Immeral.
Oh, and these are your information?
Join the lady.
You know what?
This is gonna go really great.
I've eaten a lot of strange things and had a lot of strange experiences as a consequence of that. Here's my suggestion. We'll tie you up first. I will tie you to that tree, you eat that mushroom, you go on whatever trip you want to go on, and then you tell us all about it in 8 to 10 hours.
I'm not saying it's the worst idea. I'm not saying it's the best idea.
Studies have shown that mushrooms can change your life.
I think
Sometimes it makes you join a death cult, but you know.
I think we should totally do this.
I think we
I think
should
this
do
is a
this.
good idea. I think Baeridin's gonna regurgitate this guy's feet, but he's been slowly working his way further up the legs.
Oh my god! Are we just gonna pull you off of his knee? It's gonna be a 1, 2, 3.
So you guys reach down to the constrictor stairs. You see him kind of like trying to vomit.
Kayak. He's gonna and then he's gonna shapeshift back, and he'll say, "We should totally do this, but let's set up camp first."
I want to tie this guy up. He's regurgitated. I think we have to make sure he doesn't flee. We don't trust
Or
him.
I've got an idea. Instead of me eating the mushrooms that we don't know what they're gonna do, let's see what happens when he cleans out.
You even give him the whole bag?
No, he's saying,
no.
He's saying,
Give him the whole bag and then make him eat the whole thing.
No,
Great idea.
Let him not have any more.
We tie him up and let him clean up.
Oh,
Maybe he was like a businessman before all of this.
Oh, I see. We're gonna give him his little rehab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe he was like a construction worker.
What?
Or he could have been like a boatmaster.
Gragnold, go back to being a snake. I mean, Baeridin, go back to being a snake.
Was I a snake?
No, Gragnold,
Maybe
shut
that
up.
was the mushroom.
Oh, God. All right. Baeridin, go back to being a snake.
Whizbang!
Fizzbang.
Whizbang is the name of my goat.
Fizzbang is the wizard.
What are the chances?
Fizzbang is the wizard. Is he
Fizzbang.
okay? Go take a look at him, make sure he's okay.
Fizzbang, how many mushrooms did you eat?
Fizzbang's passed out.
Oh, he ate a lot. Listen, we should set up camp, tie some people up. I think this is going to be a great night.
Like a slumber party.
Like a slumber party.
Yeah.
I can't see any actual flaws in this logic.
So is mushrooms. Like a slumber party but with mushrooms.
I want to hate this idea so much, but I don't.
Only one way to find out.
All right, so you guys tie him up to a tree?
Yeah, I guess, are there any signs that there are any other of these servants of rot around?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Servants of the Lady Rot?
Could I use survival and look for footprints and stuff?
Yep.
I got a 19.
I got an 18.
I got a 10.
Footprints really, even though the ground's really soggy and springy, it's very muddled because of everybody kind of running through, so it's a little hard to see. Other than just some of the normal juggle noises and things, you guys don't perceive anybody else being around. Seems like you got everybody who was a threat here. As you guys are staying there, comes out and says, "Are you guys coming back? We don't know what to do with this guy who passed out. Should we?"
Which guy passed out? Is it Fizzbang?
Yeah. We'll go on one-eyed healed.
Well, she didn't. Emma, didn't you try and heal him? Well, I kind of did. Yes.
He's like healed. He's not dying, but like passed out on the ground. Should we take him somewhere?
Yeah. Let's put him on. I don't. Where are we gonna take him?
I'll watch over.
Wait a minute. What about? Isn't his house here? Didn't
Yeah,
he just get kidnapped from his house?
Yeah.
He's got his bed. Let's take him to his bed.
Is this house still standing?
So what you guys remember, it was pretty much ruined. It's still standing, but a lot of it's been kind of just ransacked, essentially. Like,
Okay.
some of the rooms are destroyed. Specifically, the room where the teleportation circle was is destroyed. But there's still a structure there.
It still has like outside walls.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that seems like as good a place as any to set up a camp and hold out to not be ambushed throughout this whole period. So let's do that.
All right.
With a bit of paint and some spackle, maybe some nice wallpaper, this place could be really nice. If we set up a teleportation circle over here. Oh, sorry, kids.
Yeah.
Do so.
You guys bring him in and look at him with more of the light and stuff. Like, he doesn't look good. So when you remember coming back to this village, he had been taken. He was nowhere to be seen when you guys first came back, and had evacuated with the surviving children. He doesn't look like this past month or so has been very good to him. Like I said, his cheeks are very sunken in. He's pretty much down to the bones on his arms and legs. It doesn't look like he's been properly cleaned in a while. His robe's in tatters. He does not look very healthy. He's alive thanks to the healing magic, but definitely not doing well.
Well, I guess we have to camp for the night to do this mushroom vision that Immeral's gonna have.
I'm not gonna have it. We're gonna give it. We're just gonna let the other guy clean up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was there.
I thought we were.
We can do both.
Spirit. I think it would serve you.
Listen, Immeral, we've been noticing that you've been a little lost, and I think a spirit dream with the Rot Princess. It might help. Give some guidance.
Give some guidance. Give some guidance. How?
Well, I'm not sure on that end.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You get back to me on that, and you tell me exactly how this is going to work.
All right.
And oh gods.
I'll think on it.
Oh good.
Wait, I've got it.
Oh, of course you do.
Nope, I lost it. I lost
also,
it again.
Of course you do.
We'll set up camp.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Write down your ideas over the course of the next night, and then get back to me when you have a list.
This is why Immeral is the one who comes up with the ideas.
He can read.
I can read too.
Oh, great, but he's really good at it.
Yeah, he's much better at it.
You can read now.
We'll set up.
I can read small words.
You can read.
See, red Ted. Dead is red.
Immeral walks away from this silently, just no ceremony, turns around and walks away.
Does Gragnold now have some books? Does he have some like practice reading
back
books?
down into the village to where your barge is and take care of Tweedledum and Jenkins. Make sure they're comfortable for the night. Just kind of like secure the barge up near what they actually end up doing is floating it out a little way so it's not tied up directly next to the dock. It's floating so creatures can't really get into it easily.
Okay.
Bring the supplies back up to Fizzbang's tower, set Fizzbang down, and what's left of the bed frame itself was broken, but the mattress is there. It was just basically like a straw mattress, so it's a little smelly at this point, but adequate enough to lay him down on. You guys set up a small camp in there. There's a still standing post in the house that would be sufficient to tie Mushroom Guy to.
Okay. We tie him up.
Is he fun?
He
is drugged out of his mind.
God.
Yeah, his pupils are like completely dilated. He's just kind of looking around and like.
No, Gragnold wants to know if he's a fun guy.
Immeral, once again, without a word, turns around and walks away.
Alright, so you walk away.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Solid setup.
So you guys got to the village around midnight, and so at this point it's starting to creep towards morning as you all are getting to your rests. And you're kind of hitting that interesting time in the jungle where the sounds of night are starting to quiet down, but it's actually pretty quiet in the early morning as other creatures, the daylight creatures, are starting to wake up. So there's that nice transitional moment as you all
where they're crepuscular.
Bonus points.
As you guys complete your long rest, so you can do all of your long resty things.
I do some long resty things.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I do them long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Play Scrabble.
Yeah.
By myself.
I can play now.
Gragnold doesn't spell anything, he just likes to look
I
at
can
letters.
spell some words.
He spells 10.
I can spell them out.
The guy tied to the post there, your fun guy, at some point during the night, like you may see him like trying to get one of his arms free to go towards the pouch that contains the mushrooms on his belt, but he just
and wait, what? We take the pouch off of him.
Okay.
You can't have that.
At some point in the night, he starts to thrash a little bit more, and then you do see him starting to go into severe seizures.
Okay, well, I put something cushioned behind his head so he doesn't give himself a head injury.
So you see him.
I'm starting to think this might not work.
Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we?
The sweat starts to go across his brow, and then eventually, like, he just passes out completely.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Oh my gosh, she's having the same reaction as Fizzbang.
You go to check on him, and he's.
I'm gonna be like giving him water, like kind of give like little bits of water and maybe a little bit of food if he'll eat it, but he's unconscious, so I don't want to give him too much.
Yeah, his heartbeat is very, very weak at this point.
Okay, so let's get MA in here to heal him a little bit.
I could also put a potion.
I wonder if he's poisoned or something.
Well, let's get. I go to wake up MA
I need to just get him.
and get her to come in here and heal him.
All right. So she comes in and she casts what spell?
Can I roll a medicine check to see if he's afflicted with something or if he's just malnourished and hasn't? My character sheet stopped loading.
I'm looking for MA's stuff right now.
That's a 10.
10. It's reasonable. A lot of mushrooms are toxic. You know that some create like hallucinating effects. Some can make you quite sick. So it'd be reasonable he might be under some sort of a poisonous effect or effect like that.
Some boost the immune system.
You don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah, that's what the guy at the farmer's market said. You have to take it twice a day. It's very expensive.
MA's got healing word.
Okay.
Gragnold visits a lot of farmers markets.
I think healing word just restores hit points.
Well,
right?
she's also got lesser restoration.
Okay. Which one is she going to use?
Well, given he sounds poisoned, probably lesser restoration.
Okay. Let's see what that does. Okay. So she reaches out with lesser restoration, touches him. She kind of hums one of her songs, and this almost like golden cloud of music kind of comes out and touches this guy. You can see as it comes to him, a bit of his color comes back, and his breathing starts to ease up, and his pulse gets a little bit stronger.
Okay.
He's very much so unconscious.
Okay, but he's looking healthier.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, MA.
What did she cast Lesser Restoration?
Uh-huh.
It's good for her to have.
Well, also Dunbringer can do that.
Oh, also good to know.
We went through that whole thing, and Dawnbringer can cast Lesser Restoration.
She didn't tell me.
That's a fair point.
We had a whole thing last time.
No, she used it.
She did use it. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
right.
she
That's right.
used
did.
it
She did.
to help people.
That's right.
She's awesome.
It's the best.
My one.
She's the best. Is Gragnold falling in love with his sword?
Yeah, big time.
If there's anybody that Gragnold could fall in love with, it would be a sword.
That's true.
Let's talk Freud.
No, I had a love.
That's true. I forgot you had a whole backstory in love.
Yeah, there's
Was she a sword?
Dawn just sees me, you know.
But she doesn't have any eyes.
She
though.
sees me for me.
Yeah. She's a sword though.
Yes. Which is why we're made for each other.
All right, and
Ow. Ow.
I help her achieve her potential, and she helps me achieve mine. What more
So-
is love?
in the early light of the day, Orbis and the others are all coming awake and coming around. You see MA kind of sitting over by Fizzbang trying to see if he'll wake up, pouring a little bit of water. His eyes kind of briefly open, and he looks around and just kind of, and he sees you guys. He's like, I know you.
Hey, I know you too.
I know you.
Yeah, we all know each other. Great. Who are
I know
you?
him.
Guys?
This is Fizzbang talking, by the way.
Oh, this is Fizzbang talking. Okay. It's not the passed out shroom head.
Well, I assume it's still passed out at this point.
Yeah, he's still passed out. He's looking better, but not. By your guess, he's probably going to be out for a while still.
I actually pick up a stone in preparation for something. Just a small,
Okay.
1-inch pebble.
Can't imagine what that would be in preparation for.
Are you hers now?
Who is her?
Oh, it's the rock princess.
Yeah, we don't really know what's going on.
I'm tracking this. It's the rock queen, rock princess, whatever it is.
Oh,
It's only her here, other than MA.
oh. So I'm free.
I mean, who really is free? You have responsibilities like all of us.
I
I
actually
mean, look at this place. It's got the mortgage
I
on this
take
place.
the
It's got to be
pebble
crazy.
and I try and subtly throw it far away. And like, guys, I hear a noise. Go check it out.
Oh no! Baeridin's totally gonna run off and inspect where that pebble
All right.
made some noises.
So, Fizzbang,
Yes.
what's been going on? You do not look healthy.
Take some water.
Probably. I pull out a water skin.
He drinks. And, the days have really blended, but some people in robes came to take us after you all left, and they ransacked the entire village. I had to. I knew I couldn't escape, so I set off the traps in my tower. Looks around. I kind of looked around and said, "Seems like they did a good job." I was taken by this group, they were wanting me to animate corpses.
Can you do that?
No, I'm not a necromancer. No.
You just draw them a little off from each other.
You're checking out a distraction. I mean, a noise.
No, I'm not a transmuter. Or necromancer. No, that's not what I do.
So what is it that they think you can do that you are being kidnapped for? Because as we got here, you were getting kidnapped.
They were the ones who took me to begin with about a week ago or so. They all were like clutching at their heads and things, and then ran off. And then these other ones came in who were taking much. They didn't really seem to be making much sense of anything. They all were eating these weird mushrooms and acting very strangely. If they stopped eating them, many would go into seizures and die.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got one of them we kept from dying in the other room. He's tied up right now.
I'm not sure we kept him from dying.
He's looking healthier.
I should probably. I'll be right back.
Speaking of,
Hey, Gragnold, go check on that.
Immeral, I found this rock you threw.
Really? Did you? Interesting.
Yeah.
Give it
Don't
back.
worry. It wasn't a. I got it for you.
He's gonna need that to throw at me later.
So,
Can I check on the other guy and see if he's still alive?
yeah, good. Go ahead and just make a perception or medicine check.
That is a 10.
10. His pulse still seems to be breathing right now, though it's not. If you felt his pulse before, it's still a little stronger than it was before, but it's not great.
Cool. So I'm glad we didn't take a whole bag of mushrooms.
If his
Usually that's the sentiment.
Just good rule for life. Don't take a whole bag of
take a whole
mushrooms.
bag of mushrooms.
Unless they say morel on them.
Yeah.
Or cheese.
Still, even then, like a whole bag is like a lot. That's a
morels?
lot of.
You
A
shush.
lot of mushrooms.
You silent morel mushrooms are.
They are me. I'm not knocking morel mushrooms. I'm just saying like
Just dried morels, though, by themselves.
a whole bag of morels.
Well, no, you
That's a
reconcept.
lot.
Around, we're in the Seattle area. You can get them fresh here. We can go to the Cascades, pick them, and sell them for $50.
I've never
a pound.
been brave enough to pick mushrooms.
Well, you go with someone who knows what they're doing. You saute them up in a little bit of white wine and some rosemary with a little bit of salt and butter. And
Immeral's just become the chef.
Oh no, this is out of character. This is out of character. You think Immeral knows anything about gourmet food?
That's probably true. It's not really Emerald's.
Yeah.
I'm
And this is it. After the first ones left, these ones came and they were bringing me back to the tower, thinking there were supplies here or something that I could do to help make the world ready for her coming, whatever that.
Yeah, they said something to that effect, and you don't know anything more about it than we do.
They were telling me they were bringing me back to my tower. If I was here, I knew I could defend myself better, so I wasn't going to fight it.
Okay, well, then we need to. So, what we were on our way to do is find more of my people. But there seems to be something of slight more importance. Yes, Gragnold, you have a question?
So, there's a teleportation circle. I'm thinking, this jungle kind of sucks. What if we got Fizzbang? You could help us. Get out of here.
I could do that. I know goes around, but I mean, I'm sorry, I'm very weakened right now. I might need another day or so of rest before I can cast it.
That's fine.
He is looking like you haven't been around wizards very often.
I think they're magic.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
Once again, I try and stealthily throw the pebble. Hey, oh my god, there's another noise off in the distance, Gragnold.
Slowly building up in a
In
few.
the histories of Immeral, you probably would have like seen a couple of wizards and maybe would have worked with them a little bit before.
I certainly stole from them.
Yeah, you know that casting spells takes a lot of energy from them. So it's basically, like, they're not incredibly hardy because using so much magic all the time wears on their body.
Mm-hmm.
Because unlike sorcerers or druids or clerics, they don't have like an insolent to their magic, and so it
Okay.
wears on their body. And so if you're in a weakened state or at like say 5 levels of exhaustion, probably wouldn't be able to do very much in the way of spell casting beyond cantrips and things. Probably casting things would be a lot for him.
Okay, so we need to give you some rest, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna hang around for a day and guard you. We're going to guard him.
Cue the montage.
And then we are going to let you get your strength back. You tell us what you need in order to do that, and then you can help us. Yes.
I think so. I need my chalk if we're going to cast a teleportation circle. I don't
Your
know.
chalk.
Yes.
Oh, I have that chocolate powder.
I give him a piece of chalk.
No, this isn't for casting. This is for writing.
Explain the difference.
That's imbued with gems for casting.
You have a stick of chalk that's imbued with gems. Let's talk about wasteful.
What's needed for magic? It's why you don't just cast
maybe
this thing willy-nilly.
Maybe it's a never-ending chalk.
And also, here,
It's a really fancy chalk.
help me up, please.
Okay, I pull him up.
And he weighs like nothing right now.
That's good because I'm not strong.
Yeah, well, even for you're kind of like ready because he's Emerald's like just over 5 feet, right?
Yeah, 5'3"
Yeah, so, Fizbang's about the same height, and so you're kind of expecting like a hardy lift, but this is like picking up Baeridin.
Yeah, like he's so wasted away.
Yeah.
Does he? Because Emerald's only 100 pounds.
He's under that.
Oh.
There is not a lot left of this guy.
Oh, he's scrawny.
Yeah, they didn't feed me at all. They only seemed to live off those mushrooms. I wasn't going to start eating those things.
So, do we have a sense for it seems like the mushroom stuff that we're discovering now is not related previously to the undead stuff that we were seeing in the jungle before.
Mm-hmm.
Is that clear in character too? Like we know that clearly because we weren't finding spores or anything like that.
Right. Well, do recall that one of the things that was happening was Shadow was having to help the Aarakocra people because a mushroom forest was growing.
Oh, okay.
She's talking about that spores were getting onto the feathers of the Aarakocra and it was actually choking the life out of them, but they couldn't fly anymore, and it was very they couldn't wash them off. And you guys did come across one bird that had those spores on it.
That's right. Okay.
It's
anything that's like, it does seem like there's other stuff going on here other than just the undead stuff.
Okay. I was just thinking because the lady rot, and I was thinking, I wonder whether or not that was related.
In the meantime, I actually pull a little bit of snack that I have hidden away in my robe. Whichever I reach first, and I give it to Fizbang.
He hungrily starts.
It's probably a crumbled Nature's Valley granola bar.
Yeah. It's like
Is it still in the package?
It's still in the package, yes, and it's been crushed.
You can like open it up and then you just
Right, yeah. No, you have to pour it out.
He hungrily takes the first bite of it, and then he Take it slow. Yes. Bring me over. And he guides you into the ruins of his library.
Okay.
Can we take him to the river and give him a bath? He's dirty.
Drake and Oakleaf, I do not give moldy food. I just keep trinkets and, preserved food.
It's in the package.
It's in the package.
It's been good a long time.
Come
Those
on,
Nature
have
Valley
you never
bars
had a crumbled Nature's Valley
they're
granola bar?
good for a long time.
Right. They don't go bad. They just, you have to open them and kind of pour them out.
Yeah. Well,
It's just that it's gotten beat up from people punching Immeral and stuff.
Right.
And,
I've taken
moving
a
around
beating.
a lot. It gets really crumbly.
When they get crumble, you can put them in your hand.
Yeah,
you
you
lick
just lick them or whatever.
That's good snacking on the go right there.
Yeah.
So you guide him into the library, and this library is just completely in ruins. So you remember this from when you guys first came. It had shelves of different books and scrolls and things, and it's all just...
Yeah, it looked like a library.
Yeah, this is just in tatters now. There's, part of the roof is this is where part of the roof has been gone, and like you can see the daily rains have just ruined a whole section of scrolls and books beyond repair. And,
Oh.
Is there a kids' book section so I can read some?
Dude, Gragnold's so excited to be in a library now.
Mom would have directed you to like look through some of the books. A lot of them are ruined, but Fizzbang directs you towards this one small section of wall.
Does the kids' book section have like little tables and chairs
Yes.
that are like really tiny?
That's appropriate.
And then it has like a big plastic caterpillar or something you can sit on. But it doesn't move or anything. It's just like a seat with a saddle.
Goes up and down.
Yeah, they're probably like first reader books that Fizzbang, I imagine, would have been the one tutoring the children from the village.
Like pre-Dr. Seuss.
And as he leads you over to this one section of wall, yeah, with your passive perception, you would notice too that this section of wall isn't ruined.
Okay.
Everywhere else,
It's been protected somehow?
it's been protected somehow. When Fizzbang gets near it, he kind of exhales a little bit and says, well, I suppose there's no point in this. And he kind of just waves his hand over it, and you see what was an illusion of the wall just dissipate. And you can see behind it, there is some weathering on the wood and stuff, but you see pretty clearly a little door that's...
Meanwhile, I look over and compliment Gragnold on his dedication to this bit.
He's still on the bouncy. It is true dedication to it.
Okay, so the illusion goes down.
Wait,
Adam's
were the books,
dedicated to
before the illusion goes down, are the books like purposefully boring? Like books nobody would ever want to pick up or something?
Peace and peace.
Well, so the primary readers where Gragnold is, like, they're pretty basic, just storybooks of what would have been like the fairy stories of this region of brave warriors going in and fighting different monsters. You actually do find one of like talking about going against Yuan-ti, like fighting against the different snake people, and they're shown to be pretty evil in the book. And then, like, if you're looking around in the other sections, there's a lot of different books on just the flora and fauna of the area. Pretty dry. Many of them, like, have pressings of different leaves and flowers and things between the pages, but nothing super interesting. This wall, after he dispels the illusion, so it's not a very big illusion. It was, the wall is probably about, like, that wide, but going up about 5 feet or so. And what it's hiding is in the wall there's a pretty obvious outline of a box. And so he kind of reaches forward and pushes on it, and it pops out. And he pulls out this one very smallish drawer and he pulls out from it a book. Let's keep a copy.
Baeridin right now is waving his hand at other bookshelves, trying to find more.
Are we just hearing thump,
or like as he's like dragging his hand across?
I just shake my head.
There's also the squeaking sound of the caterpillar rider.
Yeah. It's my
Is
spare
Gragnold reading his book out loud while he's doing this?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna steal some of these books.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you holding them the correct way around?
Oh, Dawn would make sure he's holding them the right way, because she can read. So.
Yeah.
Oh
She keeps-
God,
she keeps
Dawn is tutoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. and yeah, Scrytle's open the book. She's like, "That's an A, B."
Ah.
And that's all we hear, isn't it? Just the
and the squeaking noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, after about a few hours, like you started hearing, you're going, Rad.
Leaf. Thank you, Don.
Aren't you glad that you're on this adventure with us, Immeral? Isn't this
Why?
Isn't this the best team composition ever?
This is the pack that adopted me.
You don't choose
When you
your
get back and you Fizzbang back over to his bed. He's just clutching his spell book.
Okay, Fizzbang. So how is this going to help us?
This is how I can cast my spells. I had a couple memorized, but not all of them. These are my spells.
Fizzbang, do you need any other components?
Probably. My focus was taken from me, so...
I lose focus sometimes too.
Yeah, Gragnold has
Shocking.
You need to get to Mabo. Do you have a way that we can get to Mabo?
Teleportation circle.
He's too weak to do the teleportation circle. This was explained.
I was reading.
That what you call what you were doing?
Little E-half.
Oh, he has kind of a boat thing going on.
Yes. So
Does the river go all the way to Mabo?
Yeah, that was how you guys got there originally. Was you took the river up.
Oh, that's right.
So we tell Fizzbang that we have a barge as well as 2 pack dinosaurs, and that we can, in fact, ride the river back to Mabo if he's not feeling up to teleporting.
I think that would be good. Just need to keep our eyes out for all these weirdos in the woods. I don't know what's going on.
I
Yeah,
know.
no,
Also, those undead guys or mushroom people or whatever.
The undead's still around. Is that still...
No, just the mushroom people. They just seem kind of undead.
While these
Oh yeah, is that guy alive? Did we get back
while
and see
these
this
while
guy?
my clan members, my pack members, go check on Fizzbang.
You'll get
Oh, my pack mates. Go and do what they do. I go check on the passed out detox.
All right.
I'll start helping Fizzbang get his stuff back.
Tell me when it's time to go.
I really respect your commitment to this bit.
Yeah, Gragnold just keeps riding on the orbit.
Yeah, are you bringing this? Are you gonna bring the
Looks at it.
caterpillar with you?
Do you want us to bring that?
Yeah.
I think we have room on the barge.
It's like,
I'll just carry it now. Come on. So you guys start loading things up. The guy it's tied up. He's still very much passed out. Still seems to be barely holding on.
Okay, does he seem healthier?
Make a medicine check.
Okay, this is going to be sad. Things I probably should have actually taken proficiency in. Holy mother of crap. 22.
22, all right. He does seem a little, like, just a smidge better. Seems like, because you guys are also giving him a little bit of water and stuff as he's doing this.
Yeah.
And
is it possible for me to slap him in a helpful way?
yeah, like a little.
He does seem to be quite responsive to that. It's you've seen something like this in the monastery before, where somebody who's been very ill for a long time, like they hit this point when the fever breaks and they're just kind of out.
Okay,
When
so
someone does
he's,
way too many mushrooms. In the
he's just
monastery.
exhausted.
Exhausted and probably eating a lot.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the party to come in as we tie up his hands and his feet,
Okay.
and we are going to put him on the barge.
Okay.
I'll turn into like what would be a good animal pack carrying
For carrion, like a yak.
I'll turn into a yak.
A donkey.
I was thinking camel, but I like yak a lot better than camel.
You probably have seen yaks. So.
I've probably seen yaks, yeah.
Yeah.
I turned into a yak.
Down,
So you just slump him over the top of.
Yep.
To a couple of small things, like some different components he just had on hand. But most of the stuff has been ruined, like because there's not necessarily any doors or anything to keep stuff out of the place. A lot of animals have been through any of his supplies, so.
Once you guys put bags on Baeridin, they become sacks. They become yakety sacks. I think we need to cast haste on him too.
Haste to the yakety. So.
That could be looking for the door.
Yeah, no, that isn't even Immeral looking for the door. That is straight up Dr. B.
All right, so you guys go along, bringing him down. You're not able to locate any of the chalk that is needed to cast the teleportation circles. So,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
when we get
So
to
no teleport.
Wouldn't be able to teleport this thing anyway.
if you want to get back near where Lady Sari is, I know of a couple of circles not too far from her home. I'd be very grateful. I owe you at least that much. But I'm not sending you to her. She's mad at me. So.
Okay. Well, let's talk about gratitude a little later when you're a little healthier.
Yes.
And let's get on the barge. Quickly.
All right, so you guys get onto the barge and start going up the river.
Mhm.
The first day, you don't get back onto the river probably until a little afternoon, since you guys slept
Okay.
a little bit later into the day.
Okay.
Going forward, you keep moving pretty early into the night. Continuing on. It's would you guys travel through the night or?
Well, I've got a feeling while on DeBarge, we are listening to the rhythm of the night.
And the sound of this town.
It's not seeming too bad. Like, you're not hearing anything that causes you guys to strike.
Someone who actually knows who DeBarge is.
You changed something about that? Sorry, I have this whole thing where I'm keeping track of your movement.
See, and I have this whole thing where I now have a really, really catchy 80s song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you guys get
in my head too, so I'm dancing to it.
up the river or down the river quite a ways. Are you gonna camp for the night or?
Yeah, let's camp. How's the detox boy doing?
Would it be helpful to cast Lesser Restoration with Dawn on him to help snap him out of it? I don't know what's afflicting him exactly, but.
From Emerald's medicine check, since he got a crit, basically it's just he's needing rest at this point.
So we slap him a little
So
bit more?
he's like out of it, but he's recovering.
Yeah. He's just, his body's kind of doing the natural recovery thing. He just needs to rest. About the time you guys are making camp, he does seem to be starting to come awake. Nick's been watching. He's like, hey, guys, Mr. Bryce, he's waking up here.
Nick, I forgot you were here.
Yeah,
Check out this
you've been
caterpillar
astonishingly
thing.
quiet.
No, I've been talking a lot with Orbith. Or he kind of rolls his eyes.
He seems to appreciate it so tremendously.
Yeah, look, Orbith, for the kid, did you know that? He's got a little girl, and she names things in the wild jungle, and Orbith has actually forgotten the names of most of the creatures.
Immeral walks away again.
I think we need a bigger barge for Immeral.
So over at the campsite, you see this guy his eyes are just starting to crack open a little bit. He's looking around.
Crouching down. Hey there, buddy.
Emerald, ask him what he used to be.
Shush.
My money is on businessmen.
Shush.
How did you go down this dark path?
Hey, guys.
Businessmen are always getting into mushrooms and stuff.
Guys.
I think it's vodka they get into.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Why does my head hurt so much? What
Well,
happened?
that's a good question. What's the last thing you remember?
My party, we were setting into the jungle to try to go and take care of things. We've been hired by some of the princes in Mabo to take care of whatever was going on, and we got choked by some. I don't know. Where
I
we
feel bad for cutting off his friend's heads.
Shush.
The rest of my party. Are you
Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
They went home safe.
They're probably fine.
Yeah, no problem with them or natural causes.
So hey, you were jumped in the jungle?
I don't. It's foggy. We were making camp, and then there was something, and everything goes fuzzy after that.
Yeah, so let's talk about the fuzzy.
All right.
I hold up a bag of mushrooms. So this bag of mushrooms that you've been snacking on pretty regularly is what's been keeping you fuzzy. It also made you talk about the Rot Queen.
Rock Queen, what's that?
That's what my question is for you.
Oh,
By the way, how's your jaw?
he's like been kicked a couple times.
Sorry about that.
So I've been eating some weird mushrooms. What mushrooms are those?
Oh, there's a little bit more. You've also been kidnapping emaciated wizards. You have been assaulting towns, and trying to kill my friends.
What?
Yeah.
We're his friends.
We're the friends.
He immediately clutches his head and falls back down. Oh.
It's not that hard to believe.
So I just let you know. Okay. One of the things you need to be aware of is that it wasn't your fault.
As a golden umbrella pack.
Okay.
Really?
All right, honey, can you go play with Daddy?
Double bass.
Double bass? So, listen, pal, what you need to be aware of is nothing that happened is your fault. Nothing that happened is the fault of your friends, who were kind of killed in battle as they were trying to kidnap some people.
They died heroes.
No.
Right. Okay.
Honorable death.
So I've been roped up on mushrooms as the rest of my party has. We've been doing things we don't want to do, and now the rest of them are dead.
Correct. That sounds about right, yes.
Right. Okay.
Who sent you into the jungle?
Was it a corporation?
I think it was Prince Nori.
No, it wasn't Lord Nori. It was,
Teriyaki.
I
I forgot the other one's name.
Which is very much in character for
my
Gragnold.
God.
Teppanyaki. Hibachi.
Oh my god, I'm hungry now.
Wrong one. Sorry, I have to.
Takoyaki.
I can't remember the names of my own.
Wheat baby Buddha.
Sweet baby.
I didn't bring my notebook with me. I don't.
I'm looking it up
I
now.
don't know how to read.
Sorry, I had
Let's-
them right here. Where was it?
Well, listen. While you are all doing this, I am. So we were actually sent into the jungle as well by Lord Nori, as well as Lady Ramallah.
Lady Ramallah. So you've got good magic items. Ramallah sent us.
Well, wait. So we've got magic items. We really don't have magic items. We were simply sent into the jungle.
He's got that sword.
Yeah, she has a name.
He's got that lady.
Yes.
No.
Her name is Donna.
I have this cool beast vest.
You also have a hoodie.
Yeah, and this hoodie.
Ramallah.
Are we done?
I have a cool belt.
Well, I have to look through my inventory.
Are we done?
Ramallah sent us in. All of the princes were very interested in getting whatever was going on in the jungle done. So, sorry, I don't.
Okay, so who sent you? Was it Nori, Rama, Tamir?
Rama.
Rama.
So she's the one, basically like the spy network.
Yep, she is. So, Lady Rama sent you into the jungle.
Yeah, but
Let's bring her. Let's head back to talk to Lady Rama.
Do you serve Lady Rama, or are you just an adventurer that was out and got hired?
free hires. We're basically mercenaries. I mean, we don't belong to the Mercenaries Guild, but we go out and fix things that need fixing.
Oh, okay. So there was a reasonable chance your party could have been killed.
Yes, it was always a risk of death when you go out and do things like this.
Okay, Gragnold, feel less bad.
For honoring their worthy passings into the land of the heroes. Totally.
I'm not thrilled we're dead, but I guess if we weren't acting ourselves and attacked, it makes sense that you defended yourselves.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's keep rolling down the river.
What are those mushrooms that I was drugged with?
Well, we're gonna find out when we get back to Mabo.
Alright. Can I see one?
Look with your eyes, not with your hands. Or your mouth.
Yes.
Alright, so he holds one up. He's gonna have disadvantage on everything.
What happens if he whiffs the spores?
He just kind of looks at it. And are any of you investigating these, or just gonna?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on them to see what what happens.
Keeping an eye on the spores?
Well, kind of. I'm watching them individually.
There's many. So, as you're
watching you spore.
Necessarily special about them. They're yeah. If anybody is investigating these, it'd be a nature check.
I'll roll nature.
Wow. Okay. I got an 18.
18.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
Yeah, 18. All right, so you know that this particular pattern of mushroom is causes hallucinations. Severe hallucinations. But you also can see that it's slightly different, like someone's been crossbreeding with them.
A hobbyist.
Like one of the things that some of the mushrooms can do is make you more susceptible to getting suggestions or to being told things.
Okay, so this make let's see here. So this makes you susceptible to influence from other people and or beings. Mm-hmm. And I tell our detoxifying buddy that one.
So mind control mushrooms, that sounds terrifying.
Hallucination mind control mushrooms.
First one's for parties, the second one is for evil.
I think it's the same mushroom. I don't think it's like two.
The
like,
first word.
It is the same
like
mushroom. Oh, good.
It's not like you're taking one and then.
I was talking about the descriptive qualities of these mushrooms.
No, I see.
How do you know the word descriptive?
I'm learning how to read.
You can't read the word leaf without sounding it out.
I can now. There's a picture of a leaf next to it.
Context clues.
Yeah, that's important in literacy. Dawn taught me that.
As you guys are talking, like, I was kind of clutching at his face. This really, I need to sleep. Does anybody have something for a headache?
Oh, I do.
What kind of headache? Because it may have been, that headache may be my fault.
I don't know. It really hurts.
Yeah, well, I kind of persuaded you a bit.
Oh, right.
He can be very persuasive.
I don't think it's that headache. This one's more like been drinking too much bad ale headache.
Okay. You know, I wonder if he inhales just a little bit of the spores, what will happen with that headache?
I think that's a slippery slope.
Well, he's tied up.
You should make him your hangover cure.
Mine?
Yeah.
Are there any bugs nearby?
Sure, we're in a jungle.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Have him,
around.
have him drink some of the jungle water.
I'm gonna go find a hangover cure.
We're floating down a river on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go take a short stroll out into the river.
We're moving pretty slow, right?
Oh, you guys are camped. You're.
Oh, we're camped. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're on like a smallish clearing somewhere.
Okay. Well, you know what? Go out and find something in the jungle that will cure his hangover.
Perfect.
All right. Go ahead and give another nature check. You can have advantage on this because you've been studying the plants.
And I've dealt with lots of hangovers as a ale master.
Yes.
I rolled the same thing twice, and that's a 10.
10 twice total.
While this is... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's dark out, and like it's kind of hard to see. You do find some bugs, but like for what your mind is kind of fixated on the hangover cure you used in the village, and none of those plants grow in the jungle. And so while there's
Mountain plants.
hangover, you're not seeing any of the plants that you know, and you actually get a pretty big twinge of homesickness.
Oh.
Oh.
But I do know that most of it's psychosomatic anyway, so I'm gonna come back and pretend that I found the cure.
Okay. All right. So you give him some leaves. How would you administer this to him?
What, make him drink it?
All right. So you put it.
Yeah, this is how you got in the mess in the first place. So.
So you make it like this tea out of it. It's pretty nasty tasting.
It's got river water in it.
Yeah. You just.
Do you put one of the piranhas in it just perfect?
It'll put hair in your chest.
And then rip it off.
Like a live piranha. Sitting in the drink.
I like take the piranha and I squeeze it.
Drink that.
And he does drink it, and it's like he just sleep now. And he kind
You won't be worried about your hangover after you drink that. That's the trick.
That's the real trick.
What's in that? Apparently piranha juice.
Yeah.
I mean, not just piranha juice.
Mostly it's
That's
it's the
it's a cocktail.
Yeah.
Piranha juice cocktail.
I just wave one of the mushrooms underneath his nose.
Let's see what will happen. All right, so as you're waving the mushroom under his nose, like it's dried up, so it's a little bit powdery. And as you are waving it, like your grip tightens just a little bit, and it goes into more of a powder form, and he inhales deeply.
Not much. I just give him a little whiff.
And you immediately see his eyes spring open, and they're dilated black again.
Oh, he's
Hello.
We do need the information after all.
What's about to happen? The world is ready for her.
Right, you've said
And
that
the body
before.
immediately goes into a severe seizure.
No.
Emmy!
I don't think that's worked.
Luckily, I rolled an 18, so after about a minute or so of bad convulsions,
Okay, let's not do this again.
falls limp, and again, extraordinarily weak pulse, very shallow, not even breathing.
So we know that there's a lady, Queen Rock or Princess Rock or something along those lines.
Lady Oprah.
Lady of Rot.
We know that she's around and she's interested in the world or something, or the jungle. And we know that that they have some mind-controlling mushrooms, or she is a mind-controlling mushroom.
She might be a mushroom.
Let's keep going back to Mabo. I think the
How far out does Orbith know how far we are from Mabo at this point?
You guys, it took you about a week to get there before traveling this way. Thinking you're moving a little bit faster with the way you have the barges set up, though. So probably 4 or 5 days.
Cue the montage.
Because I watched Planet Earth recently, the next couple days go by fairly quietly. The jungle does seem to be mostly back to normal as you remember it. At one point, Orbith points out, like, a murder log. And you see
a murder log?
The crocodile.
What my daughter calls it.
Oh, I was like, do we keep a book?
I thought it was a record of
Gragnold is a meticulous record keeper.
Yeah.
As you guys are looking, you see like it's not a very
Snakes are danger noodles.
crocodile. It's 4 or 5 feet long in total. What you notice is Orbith kind of signals up to Bear, is like, "Hey, stop us for a moment," and he pushes one of the punts down into the water to stop you guys. As you see this jungle cat come into the water and swim towards the crocodile.
Murder log.
Yeah, the murder log. And what you see, though, is the cat rears up and pushes the murder log out onto the shore and, like, grabs onto it. And they're fighting back and forth for a moment before the cat actually reaches down and, like, crushes the head of this Murderlog in its jaws and drags it up into a tree.
What in the nine hells kind of cat is that?
That's just a regular one. It's a cougar.
That's a cougar that just took on reptilian death.
That was cool.
The jungle is an amazing place.
It is. Hopefully things are settling so I can move my family back into it.
I don't know.
I want to hear Baeridin and
is
Gragnold do a David Attenborough style of narration to this sort of jungle cat.
I think it would turn a lot more into like the honey badger.
That cat doesn't.
You don't care. You don't care about Murderlog.
Look at him run in slow motion.
Ah, amazing! Slow motion. Can we see it backwards?
After
Yeah,
a couple
that would
of
be
days,
the whole-
his thing seems to be coming around a little bit.
Those bees.
You've been feeding him pretty regularly, like slowly. He's put a little bit of weight back on. His cheeks aren't quite so sunken. He's not looking so dark under the eyes. Your guest, who you learned his name is Jeremiah.
Huh.
He comes to. He's got a pounding headache though, and seems to goes through periods of time where he's got shakes. It doesn't seem to be an easy process for him not ingesting the mushrooms. He has a hard time keeping food down. It's mostly just drinking water. You guys kind of figure out after a few days he can handle broths. So if you take some of the dried meats and things you have in your rations and just boil them, he can drink the water that you boil.
Okay.
He can't actually eat the food. He's pretty sick. But eventually you make your way back to the outskirts of Mabo. So as you guys remember this, you come up to the city and it's all walled in. There are some places on the outside. Before when you came up, it was a lot of people coming in. There are a lot of boats and things coming in. What you see now, though, is there are a lot of people leaving. There seems to be just a lot of activity. When you come up, Orbit's like, I've got this. And he goes up to where the customs gate is. You see him quickly talk to the people there. They come down, and you guys are pretty quickly escorted into the city. Change up the picture for you all. Inside the city, it is a very different feel from when you guys left. You're getting there around the peak of the day where it's extraordinarily hot. The rains haven't quite started yet. Before it was just a lot of sound and color of people hawking their wares, going places. There's notable tension in the air now. It is a lot more crowded, and you're noticing a lot more distinctive styles of dress. So you're seeing some people who are dressed similar to how you guys are from where you're from. Other types of styles and looks that you've never seen before, along with what you come to know is the style of wear in Mabo. So it looks like there's just a lot more people here all of a sudden.
Okay, so let's seek out Lord Nori as well as Lady Rama.
All right.
Yeah, who should we go to first?
We need to we've got a job to do for Lord Nori. We need to give him the finger of the witch so we get paid.
Did we get the name of this guy that we brought on to
Yeah, it's Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
That's right.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, I just forgot.
But he's not a bullfrog.
It's a bullfrog. He's a bullfrog in the spiritual sense.
Yeah.
It's a spirit animal is the bullfrog.
But you guys have kept him bound the whole time, or?
Yes.
I
might have put him on the caterpillar a couple of times
That's like entertainment.
for enrichment.
You get sick on it. And
Stronger. This is greater angle.
I'm gonna go find Lord Nori,
okay.
I'll go with.
and I'm gonna give him the finger bone from the witch, Nana Zele or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Mama Zele.
All right. So you guys are making your ways through the streets. So you're brought into the inner palace, or the walled-off partition where the merchant princes live in the city. And things there, that looks about the same. This time when you're brought into the waiting area, it's not all that. There was someone else there. You remember you had that rather unpleasant interaction with Grumpy Face there.
Grumpy Face McCracken.
Grumpy Face McCracken. But you guys aren't left waiting too long before Silver comes in and nods their head and, yes, Lady Ramala and Milidori will see you. And brings you guys back into this reception room. And so again, you see the two sitting on like this raised dais, sitting amongst different cushions. Again, Lord Nori, slightly overweight, going a little bit gray. And then,
Lord Nori, how's it going?
Protocol.
Oh, right.
We're using our polite words.
Good evening, Lord.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'll do that one. Your lordship.
Gentlemen, let me talk.
All right.
and you see Lady Ramala there. Her clothes have changed. You know, she's wearing a different outfit from the last time, but still has a veil covering half of her face, and is just kind of looking. So, what news do you bring? You're back. Got these good tidings, then.
Well, not entirely good tidings, your ladyship, and your who I am talking.
Sorry, right? Yeah.
Your lordship, we did in fact succeed in finding the witch Nanazele, and she gave.
And real quickly, I will say this: do you remember that was approached to you in private after you guys returned to your inn?
Your lordship,
your lordship,
may we discuss a matter in private with you?
You could do the other stuff first.
Yeah. We have good news. We have bad news. Your lordship, may we discuss a matter in private with? I'm talking.
Sorry.
We both hired you. We both outfitted you well. The report you can give to both of us. And you see Lady Ramala give Nori just a very looking daggers at him.
Fair enough.
I think, Gragnold, we did a faux pas.
A pofa.
A pofa.
I think that's how you say it.
I'm talking. Your lordship, your ladyship, the rot is more extensive than we initially believed. While certain aspects of it have now been waylaid due to the destruction of an illithid and its big brain, there is a further complication in the fact that we bring Jeremiah forward.
We got him tied up.
So this gentleman has been drugged by a woman who calls herself the Lady of the Rot. And she is, quote, preparing the world for her return by giving her followers, pull out the bag, this bag of mushrooms that makes them susceptible to suggestion.
I just realized the bags are probably all like little Ziploc plastic.
They're not Ziploc, but there's no plastic. There's no plastic.
So you can totally see
Later,
it's
Ramala
like a little sandwich bag.
Might I examine those?
You may examine them, absolutely, your lordship and ladyship.
These those plastic bags are like clearly
I wouldn't eat them though.
No, don't eat. I'm talking.
She very carefully opens it. You see, Lord Nori kind of looks over, but it's more like he's just kind of curious, and she picks it up and she's looking at it, and she calls someone over. And she hands the mushroom to them, and she actually hands the whole packet to them. We'll have those identified and looked at.
And if your ladyship would be kind enough to pass along some of that information to us, it would be a tremendous boon.
Well, so, the undead, was that taken care of? Yes, please. We sent you in because things were not staying dead. Is that at least been taken care of?
I believe so.
Excellent.
However,
What of the treasures that you all found? You did say that you would bring back things for us to examine and look at.
Nope, no treasure. Didn't find anything. Surprising.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking.
Oh, right.
I pull off a ring from my finger and say, "We did find this valuable ring."
Make a deception check.
Was it actually the ring of the...
Yes, it's the actual ring. It's the magic
but
ring.
You're implying that that's the only thing you found.
Sure. We actually have, I think we have a couple of items that we aren't really using.
Oh, what's up, 23?
All right. Because, yeah, you guys, I did go back and I watched the episode. You guys promised the treasures that you found to the Lord, to the
I will not.
And I also pull out 250 gold pieces.
Gold you can keep, but we were interested in the items that you found. And she examines the ring. This is mightily powerful.
Yes, it is. It has come in handy along our journey. I will throw a pebble at you so hard.
This is the only item that you found.
Unfortunately, some of the other items that were found were rotted away.
Gragnold knows not to say anything.
For once. That's the first time in his life.
John is the most important thing after his pet.
You owe me so good.
I'll give you a foot rub.
He gives great people.
I saw him doing it to Nick. That's how I know.
But after you defeated this, you said it was an illicit?
I believe so, yes, your ladyship.
What are they doing up here?
Unfortunately, we did not have the time to ask. Oh, you know what? I did remember one other treasure that we found, though it is of some insignificance, and you forgive me that I forgot about it. It appears to be a jug that pours out a tremendous degree of liquid.
Well, I was actually going to say the wand of vicious clubs, unless we gave that to someone.
Put it in the jug. Put it in the jug.
The one viscous gloves. That's really
Alright, so you guys are passing forward
the jug and well, silly me. There seems to be something rattling in there.
Mage Hand kind of reaches out and pulls out the wand too. Seems you found a few other things. Sure, we shouldn't search you. I'm assuming you used all of our Alchemist's Fire, healing potions, and the scrolls that were given.
They came in quite handy.
They were very handy, although I do believe I have a healing potion or two left on me if you would like them back.
Keep them for the job done, but if you have any of the Alchemist's Fire, we will take
Actually,
that.
I don't believe we used those. They are welcome. You are welcome to have them back.
I'm not carrying them.
And then also, there was studded leather armor that was given on loan.
Was there?
Yes.
Huh.
It wasn't me.
I don't recall. I didn't write that down.
Well, you
Oh,
guys
I do have it. I have
Yeah.
it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let's see. 2 healing potions, 1 greater healing, a tiny hut, 1 jug of Alchemist's Fire, a scroll of sending.
We had a whole jug of
Yeah, we had a
alcohol?
jug.
Well,
Dude,
like,
we should really use these.
3 scrolls of Tiny Hut, the amulets of undead detection, Tweedledee and Jenkins,
what
and
of my,
a
and what of my beasts?
They are lovely.
Living still.
Tweedledee and Jenkins, yes, they're quite good.
Excellent. All right.
Were those their
Do
names?
they know that I named them
I
that?
think that's their names.
You named them all right, whatever. But so
They purr if you call them that while patting them.
That was the names they picked.
all right. It seems you all did a good job. Really good. And you didn't encounter any other strange beasts or anything after this illicid?
It is the jungle. We encountered many strange beasts.
Undead dinosaurs. I mean, there were a lot of strange beasts. Flesh-ripping fishes.
Quick question. Is it is there sunlight in this room?
There's also
there's like not direct sunlight now.
Because I was just saying that a wand of viscous globs is destroyed if exposed to sunlight for an hour. I just was reading it.
You just finally.
I thought it'd be funny. If I didn't have it. That'd be funny if they pulled it out and they were like, "No."
There's let's see. We also discussed. I mean, there were a lot of strange creatures. The Puppet Master Ooze was interesting.
Puppet Master Ooze.
Oh yes, yeah. There appeared to be a black ooze that was controlling bodies.
I wonder if it was related. Did the ooze have mushroom matter inside of it?
You say, and Ramala snaps her fingers and directs for somebody, and you see a middle-aged man come out. He's got the look of a scholar. He's carrying a book. Say what you said again to him.
There was a ooze that was controlling bodies.
An ooze controlling bodies? Please, how it was animating bodies or was impersonating bodies?
It was animating them and speaking through them.
So when you killed the body, it was still a body.
I think it was a pile of goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It impersonated them.
Yeah.
Impersonate. Yes, it was this. You didn't get a sample by chance, did you?
No, we got out of there alive.
Well.
Do I have any stains on my? Oh no, I was a bear.
I might have taken a bone. I think I took a bone out of it to see whether it was a human bone or a bird bone or something like that. I don't think I kept it.
Yeah, I don't recall you guys taking anything.
No, I didn't write.
You damaged stuff and then you left it. Right. So the oozes are on the move and they're getting stronger. Excellent. Well, not excellent, but interesting.
Your ladyship and I appear to have very different ideas of the concept of interesting.
This is the scientist guy.
Oh, the scientist guy.
Yeah, and she kind of said, "Thank you. You're on your way." Well, as my scholars implied, things are challenging in the jungle. We've been seeing ooze-type creatures and more mushroom-type things happening. And now you're telling us creatures from the Underdark are also seeming to be involved.
If the lady says so.
It's what you said.
Well,
That's what she said.
I can simply describe what we encountered. I know not of its origin.
Nori kind of nods. Well, you did the job we asked of you, and I feel that it's only right to reward such behavior. You did well with bringing us back these spoils. And Ramala kind of just inclines her head, saying, "Boon of 500 gold each to you, then."
Woo!
Boon is a good thing.
Boon is a good thing. Oh, I don't have the ring anymore.
For the record, any of the gold that we got, I still have marked as other treasure, which I don't think we ever split up. Which we had,
That's
2,100 gold.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of gold.
As well as 3 vials of holy water.
Woo!
And satin embroidered glove set with jewel trips worth 2,500 gold. So we can sell. Do we have to go through the process of selling that, or can we just assume we find somebody?
Just assume you find somebody if
Okay.
you want.
So that's a total of 4,601 gold.
Damn!
That we are that with including the 500?
Including the 500. So we got a lot of
With
money.
the dino gambling beforehand, I'm rich!
That's right, you did.
I already had 1,000.
Do we need to split it up to Nick and Orbith and...
I'm sorry, who?
And MA?
Sorry, who?
Nick and MA cut an equal cut of any treasure that you found.
Okay, so then it is 46.
Orbit, you don't have to. He was paid for. He's not with you guys now. He went off.
So 920 gold apiece in addition to the 500.
Not 20 apiece.
Wait, 920 in addition to 500?
Yeah.
1420 gold.
1420. That is the number.
That's not bad for.
I'm up to almost 2,500 gold
All right,
pieces.
what was that? 1420?
1420.
Just wait till you guys are like level 12 or 13. Like that's gonna seem like chump change. Oh, like 250 platinum, whatever. I got
What's
that.
up? 2,500.
Well,
I'm making it hell.
we thank you for a job well done at least, even though it's seeming that things are not well here. What are your plans going forward?
Well, we have to investigate. We feel the urge to investigate further the nature of some of this rot with our friend Fizzbang. At the same time,
He's alive.
barely.
Where is he?
He's just outside, your lordship.
Oh, this is
He's outside the room. He's not outside. I mean, of course he's outside your lordship.
He's not in sight.
Would you like us to retrieve him?
Please, and she actually stands up and as Fizzbang enters, he's again looking better, not great by any chance, but has definitely put on a lot more weight and stuff. So this, hello, Rolla, and she actually gives him a hug and she's like, "You look like hell. Come on, come stay with me, my
Should we
friend."
hug her next time?
No. This is her brother.
Oh.
Let me get
Is
these.
her
things
last
straight.
name Bang?
You will stay. You will stay with me. Thank you.
Her name is not Lady Ramallah Bang,
Wow.
nor is her middle name Fizz.
I'm going to take care of my friend. Thank you much for bringing him back and keeping him safe.
You're
Just some private business with Nori to talk about.
when his lordship has a moment, may I request a few minutes to discuss about a private matter?
She's leaving, but she's also shooting daggers at him.
It's a personal matter.
A rendezvous.
Yes.
A menage a trois.
Quoi? Menage.
An omelette du fromage.
Face palming.
Baeridin definitely does not speak French.
Omelette du fromage.
Just the only words he knows.
Walking
is
out,
French.
she's just kind of staring daggers at him. And Lord Nori kind of like turns to you all. You have no idea how much that is going to cost me. I hope what you have to say is worth what I just lost in terms of our trust and loyalty.
100% not.
I pull out the finger bone that Nana Zele gave us, and I present it to Lord Nori.
Is there anybody else in this room with us? Like,
He's got one servant in there with him. Like he's a bodyguard.
and he's a trustworthy servant of him. We're not worried about. Can I roll insight on
May we
this?
May I speak freely, Lord Nori?
Good idea.
As freely as you may. You know, there's always eyes and ears in here.
Well, then I just quietly point. Then I silently pull out the finger bone and present it to him.
What is this?
From Nana Zele.
Well, I won't ask for any of the gold that you were just given back then for screwing up so badly.
Screwing up so badly? I thought we were helpful.
I think he means from the referencing that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ramallah was giving him when you mentioned a private word with Lord Nori, what little warmth there was and camaraderie between them evaporated.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Well, then you know what? Maybe they shouldn't be playing silly buggers by having us play against each other. Serves them right.
Is there anything further?
There's a way to.
Well, this isn't significant. She assured me that this would be significant to you.
This is, as I said, this makes up for. I will overlook what you're going to have cost me with my compadre.
And thank you. That was creepy. I did not like her. I think you owe us a big thank you. At the very least.
Thank you.
As much as I hate to say it, my friend is right.
I just said it.
I think
It's not what you said, it's how you said it.
He's not wrong.
This is a basic social skills.
And he does now understand very basic social skills.
Immediately.
Say that again.
Are you wanting to stay in the city, or are you wanting to get deported immediately?
Are we going to get deported?
If you displease me and keep talking back to me, I will have you deported.
Topical.
And if you attempt to deport us, I will reveal to Lady Ramallah exactly what we found.
Madame Hyatt would like to know about it.
Fine. He tosses you 10 gold.
That's insulting. I don't like you.
I don't like
I'm gonna deport you.
I don't think Gragnold
Gragnold?
what deported means.
Gragnold? What does deport mean? What's that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it means you unport somebody.
Unport someone. What does that mean?
It means it's the opposite of port.
Which
Deport them.
Which is what?
Port is when you go in with your boat to the port. So.
Okay.
What type of wine?
Yeah. But.
Okay, so we're going to take his wine away.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
You see Lord Norris snap his fingers, and a couple other servants come out and start escorting you guys out of the room.
I'm halfway inclined to tell Lady Ramallah anyway.
I think we should do it. I don't like this guy. I didn't say that out loud.
But you guys are shown outside of the gates of the Merchant Prince's compound and left on the bustling streets of Mabo. Contract completed.
Sweet. We now have a lot of money.
Let's find Ramallah and tell him this guy. First things first, now that I'm rich.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Do I have a forgery kit? No, I don't. Never mind.
Do we? So wait. So Ramallah didn't know that Lord Nori was attempting to set up this relationship with Nanozele.
Nope.
And
Right.
and the thing we got from Nanozele was some type of agreement to say yes, we'll have some kind of agreement or relationship. That was what the symbol was.
Correct.
Was for.
Yeah, it's basically like a talisman to summon her.
And we didn't have a super great relationship with Lord Nori
Oh, I don't like him.
prior to any of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there wasn't a.
I'm more
reason
inclined.
why.
Lady Ramallah treated us nicer.
I guess. So.
I didn't like either of them. But
Yeah, I'm not super inclined to either of them, especially.
But she treated us with respect, at least.
That's true.
And I'm gonna go, Ren and Stimpy. No, sir. Don't like it.
I'm down for whatever. The city makes me uncomfortable.
I don't like this place.
Okay, you know what?
Let's pick up supplies and get back out there.
I actually try and find a courier and write a note
Okay.
to Lady Ramallah and ask for a meeting to discuss a private matter.
All right. So you get a bit of paper, scroll this note, and fold it up. And where can we find you to bring her a reply?
Well, where's the closest inn of moderate
Ramada?
of moderate quality?
You don't have rooms already. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to find rooms right now. The city's
what was the place we stayed at before? It was
What hotel?
no, it was
Motel?
It was a bird person's house.
Dragon's Eye.
What?
The Dragon's Eye.
It was the Dragon's Eye.
Well, let's see if the Dragon's
No, it was
Eye is available.
The tiger people.
Tiger people.
Cat people.
The cat's meow was the store.
That was the story.
It's above the cat's meow.
Yeah.
No, that's where they lived. So it was the people.
Yeah, we're
who
staying
lived-
with friends.
Yeah.
Just gonna crash for a few days. Just want to get my things together.
Are you guys gonna go to the cat's meow and try to crash there?
Yeah, hopefully we don't see the Pelorian cultists who were assaulting us the first time.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys you give to the courier and say that you can be found at the cat's meow, or the people there know how to
At
get to
cat's
you.
meow. And I give him 1 silver piece to
All
make
right.
sure it gets delivered.
Okay. And yeah. Sorry, I got invaded by a 3-year-old.
It's the evasion.
Double bait.
Double base, double base,
Double base, double base, double base.
double base.
All right, so you guys head towards the cat's meow, and you walk in. It's incredibly crowded. Gragnold and Baeridin, you guys are very uncomfortable at this point. Like, there's lots of people. Like, you're having to squeeze by.
I tell them to follow me, and I
Yeah.
just move through the crowd like an eel.
Yeah, and you guys are trying to keep up with that. And Immeral, like, this is just like old hat to you. Like, I know this. I've got this.
Yeah.
Like, pretty quickly to you, like, you're like looking at people over, trying to figure out like who would be some good marks and things. Just old habits kind of kicking in for you. As you're walking, you guys do notice.
Do I spot any other pickpockets?
Hold on one sec. You do notice that there are some people with the finery of Palor walking around. They
inside the cat's meow.
inside the town, yeah. Inside
Oh, okay.
haven't made it quite there yet.
Do I recognize them at all?
Not. It's hard to see. They're pretty far away, but not anybody that you recognize by sight.
Okay.
There were a couple of guys before. Looking
So,
for
yeah.
pickpocket. Make a perception check.
What's that?
Make a
Pickpocket.
perception check for the pickpocket check.
I'm really distracted. Like, horribly distracted
Oh, no.
trying to babysit these two.
I've got my hand on his shoulder, like trying to.
Of the times to get pickpocketed when you have nearly 2,500 gold in your.
Oh, no, I was looking for other pickpockets.
Oh, I see.
Just to give them what's up.
Yeah. You're so busy kind of taking care of them that like it can't make heads or tails. But eventually, you guys make your way to the cat's meow. Walking in, you notice that there's actually a fair number of customers in there, getting different supplies and things. And you do see 2 familiar tabaxi faces in the forms of Suka and Shin.
Suka!
She comes over and runs over and gives you guys, you're live! Oh my gosh, it's wonderful!
Not only are we alive, but we're still alive. Oh, you said that.
Oh my God. How are oh my Uncle Shin, look! And he's with some other customers, and he kind of Eddie's helping them.
We get a table. We kind of need to do like a celebration send off of Nick and Emily. Yeah,
Mhm.
unless they're gonna.
Isn't
with us.
Zisu around here too?
Zisu went off with
He went off with Shadow.
Oh, I thought this was
the
Zisu.
Suri and the Aarakocra people.
I think this is Zisu's hometown, but I think he went with to fix the Aarakocra stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll still gonna ask.
Zisu's from a cousin clan to theirs that was wiped out, and so he came to the city for refuge and to get guidance because the Raven Queen kind of told him that this is where he needed to be.
I thought we were just gonna have like a reunion.
Oh, that's okay. I thought it was gonna be the opening of The Hobbit,
Oh,
where we
God.
all show up. And
But I got rid of the ring already.
Come on, guys.
the Hobbit, not the.
There's-
Oh, yeah.
There's no- I don't think that you're going to be able to place it in, but I bet you could stay here. Do you guys want to crash here for the night?
Yes, we would love to stay here. Thank you for your generosity.
You should.
And we would love to
Seems
purchase
pretty
some
crowded.
supplies as a thank you.
And Shin kind of hears that. He's like, good on you. We'll get to you later, though. Go take a load off. And Suka leads you guys up into to the second story, where you guys actually haven't been to this part of the house before. So you come in, and it's like a moderate apartment, basically, with a couple of bedrooms, just like a living room set up. We'll figure out where everybody's sleeping later. Just take a load up, and you hear Shin's voice call up, like, Suga, get back down here! We're super busy, so I gotta go help, but we'll be back up in like a couple hours, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, what? Well, I guess I'll do this in character. Immeral, what is going on? This place was busy before, but it was
I have no idea, but let's figure it out.
Yeah, so you guys sit down, like, go to the kitchen. There's some good food. Like, this is the first time getting to, like, actually have, like, properly cooked food and some good things. After a couple hours, the sun's starting to set. Suka comes bustling up first. All right, so Shin's going to get some really good food and things. Kitsu's sleeping. She's not been feeling very well, so I checked on her. She just sends her best, but she asked that she doesn't really want company right now.
No, that's fine.
How was it? What's going on? Did you guys? What happened?
Well, what's going on in the town? It's considerably busier.
So a lot of news has been going out that we are like having problems here and need like help. And so lots of people are showing up with like ideas of great adventure and treasure and stuff. So plus all of the villages have pretty much arrived at the city at this point.
Are there elves?
Yeah, there's some elves.
Where are they?
Shin at this point walks in. He's got a couple of like hampers of food, and you can smell like fresh bread and things coming in. And he pops it all down. He's like, "What are you looking for?" Sorry, I haven't gotten Suka out to explore the city much. What are you looking for?
Elves.
Yeah, there's some aquatic elves. They have a temple in the temple district.
Okay, any non-aquatic elves?
Not that I know of that live here. I think I've seen a few.
Is Immeral just looking for like a hookup, or? I mean, you know, to each their own. Everyone's got a type.
He's an elf. He's.
Are there any pieces of soft-ish fruit within arm's reach?
Oh, that's slang.
Like an orange or something.
Yeah, there's an orange. We'll say there's an orange.
There's going to be an orange very quickly traveling towards Baeridin's head.
Make an attack roll.
22.
Yeah.
That's without proficiency.
All right. So where?
Baeridin's laid out on the ground and covered in fruit juice.
As soon as he says hookup, whoa!
Just would you like aim for his chest, his face, side of his head, like?
Right in the helmet.
Everyone, watch out!
Or it just splats right up against the
The
side.
fruit flies are retaliating.
And as I'm aiming for the helmet, I'm really winging this thing.
really whipping it out.
You take like a
whipping
point
it
of
out.
bludgeoning damage, and you have this sticky mass of orange peel on the side.
Baeridin is laid out completely on the ground. He's just totally done in by this orange flying citrus.
As you guys are up there,
Super effective.
Shin's like, yeah, there's I've seen the odd elf here and there with some of these different groups that have been coming in and out, but none that I know of that are permanently set up here.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way up to the aquatic elves.
Right. It's nighttime at this point, just so you know.
Okay.
Alright. Gonna head that way?
No, let's sleep.
I'm gonna look for someplace in town I can get an ale.
I'm gonna guess maybe a door over.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't we like right above?
Shin would have brought over, like, he has a couple of flasks of wine and things, some date wine, and he did also get an ale for you guys as well, like a big thing of ale.
So I guess while we're gathering information about what's going on in the town, we would start setting up like a
Yes.
a goodbye for Nick and
Yes, you guys are having this feast. Is a good goodbye from Nick and Emmy, and it's been fun, guys. I think my stepdad, he's gonna not believe that I've got this. And he he always told me I've washed up no good. Well, now I get to go home and show my mum, and get to see that.
Yeah. Don't stab him with it.
I flip the bartender. How big is this pub?
You guys aren't in the pub. You're actually in like the living room. This has been like a home party. Like
Oh, it's a home party. All right.
Luxury.
So I spring for a decent bottle of something for everybody.
Okay. So yeah, 5 silver and but whatever. We'll say that. You guys
An actual good bottle of something.
Okay.
I bet Gragnold really appreciates it.
I would
Yeah.
send Nick off in style.
Actually, for a fine wine, it'd be about 10 gold pieces.
Done.
Okay. So you guys get a really good bottle of wine. Cheer. And he's like, this has been so. I'm gonna write songs about this. This has been great, guys.
Will you send us your songs so we can sing them?
Yeah. Make sure they travel.
Most definitely. I'll make sure they're super catchy.
I keep attempting to hold up a glass and just trying to get the room to pay attention.
Oh, I think Immeral wants us to do something. Hey, Immeral, my man, what is it you want to say? Immeral, do you remember that time? You stole my sword right off my belt. My man, that was great.
Are we done?
I remember that.
I don't know.
I remember that. Do you not remember that, Emerald?
I remember very well. It was kind of a tense moment.
Yeah, it was pretty tense. I'm surprised you don't remember it.
I was worried you guys were going to fight.
Then we rode that big thing. My man, we rode on the back of that, like, big, like, giant stone thing.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we just lean over and imaginarily reminisce.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, as I have been trying to say, to our traveling companions, both new and old, as you travel forth on your new adventures without us, write songs about this one. We thank you, we salute you, we will miss you. And Nick, here's some stuff I took from you.
Here, here.
And they all do clinky glasses. You guys enjoy the wine. Get mighty drunk during the night. You do recount some of the stories of what happened to Suka and to Shen, and they tell you some of the rumors that they've been hearing. So, from what you guys could figure out from the timelines, up until the point that you fought that Illithid, there was just lots more reports of undead. More and more undead things. What did you do with your prisoner, by the way? Sorry.
He's right here. I don't trust him yet.
No, we left it.
I guess we probably would have given him back to.
Let's leave him in the care of Lady Ramala.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have left him with a. Okay.
Yeah.
He was serving her, so.
Well, no, he was serving.
No,
the
he was
other
serving Lady Rama.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Ramala and Rama, because I come up with unique names.
Yeah.
And they're telling the different stories, talking. They were saying basically like the undead things kept being seen. There was more and more of them heading further and further out. They hadn't quite made it as far as Mabo, but different people who were exploring inside the jungle were reporting them closer and closer. There had been some talk at one point of having to evacuate the city, but they decided that they didn't need to do that, and then it all just stopped. And they had a couple of days where things were quiet. But then they started seeing bizarre things happening. So talking about and out of character, what you guys would know as being like gelatinous cubes being seen more often, different types of oozes, and then all these different fungi that have been coming around. A few.
I swear to God, if anybody says it again.
A few.
What's
actually,
they entertaining?
So they're cousins to. So Aarakocra are more of hawks and eagles. Tsuri are more descended from griffins. and a couple of Tsuri have come to the city with telling that this spore forest has been growing, and lots of people are being sent into the jungle to try and fight it back. People with botany and botany skills and things are trying to go out and figure out what the heck's been going on. So.
Okay, I still think I want to find my people. I have been told I need to find my people.
All right. So you all rest that night. It's the first time in a long time that you've actually felt very safe as you rest. It's not the most comfortable things. They didn't have beds for everybody. But you got cushions on the floor, and it's a lot more comfortable than anywhere you were sleeping previously. Let's see what happened. Immeral, please give me a D100 roll.
60.
60. Alrighty. So you start having, during your meditations, you just are thinking back to the temple where you're from, and you're imagining, like, what would have been some of Emerald's favorite times in this temple? Like,
stealing instructional materials from my instructors and then hiding them around the school.
Okay.
Like stealing chalk and or my favorite instructor's favorite robes.
All right, so you had this trick that you do, stealing your favorite instructor's robes and scaling the walls of the school up to one of the highest roofs, and you would put the robes across the roof. And it's very, like, the temple where you trained at is high up in the mountains. And
boy, you'd think I'd be a better climber then.
You would enjoy, like, looking out over the scenery there and looking at just looking at the stars and how close the sky seemed, the distant lights of the towns far off. And you're imagining yourself being back in that place, and it's weird at some point. It's like you're looking out at it again, but it's slightly different. There's firelights and things closer to the gates of your temple than you remember ever seeing before. And you kind of come out of the meditation. It's a little weird. Nothing too odd, but it just strikes you as a bit odd.
Nothing too odd, just the odd parts.
It's just like, it's one of those things of, like, you're more like, that was a weird dream. Kind of.
Okay. That wasn't supposed to be purple.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't remember having tentacles. Why did I dream I had tentacles?
Okay, so I need to find my people.
All right. So the next morning, Shin gives you direction to where he thinks it's kind of rough directions. He's like, I remember correctly, the aquatic elves, they have their temple. It's near the temple district, but it's not in the proper temple district. It's, look.
So I guess I should ask before we get into that, is Immeral going and doing that solo?
No, I'm taking you knuckleheads with me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
How did you know our nickname in our clan was Knucklehead?
I'm in the clan now.
He instructs you that to head over the furthest bridge so the one closest to, not the ocean side, but the river side.
Okay.
And there's an island in the middle there that is where their temple is. I don't know if there's actually a bridge out there, but usually if people are wanting to parlay with them, they just go near the shore, and that's where the elves can be found.
Okay, well, then I will go parlay with them near the shore.
All right, and
Gragnold, what does that word mean?
Parlay.
Yes.
That's where you put things down, but you have to do it the right number of times and no more.
Good man.
I was gonna say, like, the season.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's the green thing you
green
put
thing
on
you put
top
on
of
top.
the meat.
Always, you have to lay it down.
It's the parlay.
Well, you guys Or,
Otherwise, it's a
And again,
birdie lay.
Yeah, let's go
Or a
towards the
bogey
shore.
lay.
No, head towards the shore.
all right, so as you're heading out, like again, it's early, but it's not quite as crowded yet. So you're seeing some of the ships going out to do fishing. You're seeing a lot of different merchant ships coming in and out. You head across, make your way down towards this area of the aquatic elves, and let's change up the music real quick.
Aquatic elves are like blue, right?
Yes. So as you come down, you notice this area by the shore where it's been like carved out. It's obviously been made, but it looks almost natural in carving, where the water kind of comes up and there's like this gradual descending. It's not stairs, but it's like a ramp, a slowly descending ramp into the water.
Well, I walk out to waist height.
All right. As you walk out, you see this kind of rippling as this blue-skinned elf pops out of the water. Well met, Tree Brother.
Yeah, so about that. I've never been around my people, really, and I have been instructed we won't get into how and why, but I need to talk to my people because I was raised around humans and dwarves, and I don't know what's going on.
Baeridin right now is way shorter than Immeral, so he can't go out as far into the water.
Go back to your waist height. Waist height.
He's standing at chest height water, but he's shouting at Immeral to see how the conversation's going throughout the whole experience.
And I
Did they accept you, Immeral?
My clan.
Did they accept you in? Give a subtle how. If they said yes.
Yes. No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, good. We're all back.
My pack, whatever.
Here,
Doing
please.
great.
And he starts to walk out of the water to the shoreline and sits down on. There's some stones and things. Keeps his feet in the water, but looks. Please, forgive me. What are your names?
Immeral, and this is Baeridin and Gragnold.
I'm Baeridin.
I'm Gragnold.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice to meet you. And so you're part of the clan?
Pack.
It's a pack. It's a pack.
The wolf pack.
It's a wolf pack.
You and Fan Clan.
That's a clan.
Yeah, it's a clan. But really, it's a pack.
It's kind of more of a pack.
Well, thank you.
Yes, these are my dwarf brothers.
Well, I'm Lumana.
Yeah,
Very nice to meet you.
Ruana?
Numana.
Numana.
New mana.
Like the memory trick.
Muha, Lumana.
Okay, well, Numana, pleasure to meet you. What's happening to me?
Tell me a bit about what's been going on.
I tell her that as I've been trying to meditate, I've been overcome by scary, comforting, silvery dreams.
So, you're still quite young then.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm 102.
You're young.
Sure.
As we meditate, our souls often will recollect their previous time.
Yeah, I was told about this. I have no idea what's happening to me, though.
Something you should know, Namana, is he likes to get to the point.
All right. As Corleone's light allows us to only be with him for a short time before we're sent back to the material plane. And we are here until his light calls us back again.
Who is Corleone?
Done.
Was waiting for that.
Name of my sword. Done.
Don Corleone.
Oh my god! We're dealing with Don and Corleone. Oh my god.
He is the god of all of us. I mean, he tends to be secondary to us, to some of the other gods, but he is the creator of our kind.
Huh. I have a god, huh?
We all do.
Huh. News to me.
Why were you raised away from your kin?
Don't know.
When you meditate, you keep your mind open and your soul just might be recollecting other times it's been on the material plane, other times where it's been vast and fully on light.
Yeah, and it's obnoxious.
It happens, but eventually you start meditating on your own life. There's much sorrow in that, because you forget the beauty of being in his light.
Yeah, no, I'm good not remembering my own life, thanks.
Why don't you wish to remember being in the light of Corleone?
I don't even know what it is.
It's the light of creation, of life, of all that is good.
Okay, yes, blah, 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 religious talk.
Can I speak to Don in my head?
Sure.
I want to ask Don who Corleone is. Don, Corleone?
He's the god of the elves. He's the one who created all elves. The dark elves forsworn him. All the other elves still worship him, though.
Seems legit.
What? How do I stop this?
You don't. It's part of growing up. It's part of your soul becoming more attached to the material plane again.
And then what happens?
Well, eventually you die, and then your soul's reunited with Corleone in his light.
Okay.
You come back again. Our souls are immortal.
So that I get to do this all again.
Yes, as all elves do. Well,
I have to go through growing up again.
yes, but it'll be different.
How? I'm gonna get fed this time?
I don't know. None of us can know what the next life will bring.
So how do I deal with this?
I mean, some find pleasure in trying to understand who they might have been before, understanding their previous lives. Others just take time to enjoy the pleasure of remembering being in the light of creation and life.
So what, I'm just supposed to sit with this and let it happen?
Yes. Learn from it, let it guide you. We've existed before and had wisdom. And all elves of light go on this journey. It's the ones of darkness that don't get to.
And what happens to the elves of darkness?
I cut off their heads.
Oh, will you shush?
I mean,
Go far.
an eventual destiny for that.
Oh, will you guys...
Sorry, you won this here.
Your clanmate is not far off. The goddess takes them, and no one knows what happens after they die.
Huh. So all you can tell me is just to sit with this and deal with it.
To learn from it.
What am I supposed to learn?
The elf kind of looks off over the water. I remember trees.
You remember trees.
Laying underneath trees. And possibly big trees, not like those, going off towards the jungle. It was nice. I like the water better now, though, but it's nice to have that time of remembering that I used to like being amongst the trees.
That is a good question.
What's the good question?
How do I change my password? Do you have to go through puberty again?
Every time.
Every time, great. So I'm gonna have to start. I feel like I'm growing up.
Yeah. Sound a lot like
sound
that.
I'll
Aaron,
have
you're
to ask
supposed to
my
puberty?
manager.
I don't know.
Are you-
I'm having lots of strange
Your
feelings.
body is changing quite a bit.
You're growing up.
becoming a true dwarf.
So, you've hit puberty.
Achievement unlocked.
In 3 levels, he's going to be talking like this.
I mean, much taller.
He'll be like 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
We got some stuff in mind.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So, all right, great. So now I have to go. I have to grow up, and what? I'm going to start liking girls now. Great, awesome.
I think you need to connect with your past lives. Find out more about who you were. Meditate on your relationship with your God.
I don't have a god. Oh.
Well, you do whether you like it or not. It sounds like.
Fine, let's go. Thank you for your help.
Good luck, friend. Do you wish a place among the elves?
Do I wish a place among the... What does that mean?
You're welcome to come and stay with us. I mean, you'd have to do a lot more swimming.
Learn to hold your breath for a long time.
How would I stay with you? I don't breathe underwater.
Oh. I mean, we have got beds and meditation platforms and things above water.
Okay, I'll stay with you for 2 nights.
All right. You want your friends to stay with you, or?
Yes.
Actually, you can't swim.
They've got.
I could ride an octopus, though.
Where would we find one of those?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go find one of those above water platforms, and you guys are going to take one of the mushrooms each, as per Drake and Oakley's suggestion, because you're a dwarf. You're immune. You know, you've got resistance against poisons.
Gragnold's strongly considering.
I'm also having a conflict because you don't
He is a dwarf.
You don't have dwarven resistance. When you go through puberty, maybe. I've got a couple more years left, Baeridin, before you should have.
So close.
Well, do you all wish to come?
Yes.
All right.
Well, so out of character, it seems like we have a couple of different plot paths
Mm-hmm.
to pursue. Is this kind of right, Megan? Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
So we have this whole thing with the mushrooms and the lady rot.
Yeah.
And then we have we could go back to the Underdark
Mm-hmm.
and pursue the
Witch King.
people who got away.
Yeah, the Illithid and the Elder Brain.
Yeah, they got away. And then we have Immeral's backstory plot to pursue, going after, like, reconnecting
I
Immeral
want to find where I'm from.
to his backstory. Is that?
And we didn't get to that yet, but I will. I'm just keeping an eye on the time stuff too. During the barge ride back, like I said, Fizzbang would have made clear to you guys that he can send you back to the continent that you're from with a teleportation circle once he gets the chalk that he needs to cast the spell. So if you guys wanted to go back to your home continent, that's an option too.
So we could go back to where, because Emerald's from the same place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we could go back there.
Let's call it. Hang up our adventuring gear.
Well, no, I guess it would be.
No, that would
I
be
guess
a different adventure.
It would be to figure out what Emerald's like.
Who's my daddy?
Yeah, like where he came from.
Yeah.
We would have to discover the story of where Emerald came from.
Ooh, okay. Actually, maybe this is the one to. What does the audience suggest? How do I change my password, Drake and Oakleaf?
Oh,
What do you
we can
guys
have them
think?
vote. So we have 3 options. We don't
Yeah.
have the poll software.
No, but we've got viewers.
Okay, there are
We've
3
got like
options.
2 people watching.
Yeah, so you can do the Emerald backstory, head home kind of thing. You can go to the Underdark. You can go try to figure out what's going on more with these mushrooms.
Okay, I'm typing them out into the chat. So we've got the Underdark and Mother Brain.
Back too. You guys could go jump on a ship and do 1 or 3 month journey home.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of seafaring adventures you have.
Well, I guess we can make that decision. So we'll break it down into 3 options. So it's the Underdark and Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm.
It is mind control mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Mother brain.
Find Samus Aran.
And it is Back Home Backstory.
Back Home Backstory.
Backstory.
I like that.
And then we'll decide if we do Back Home Backstory, we'll decide if we want to take the long way or the television show.
Yeah, I've said this to the players a few times, but I'll say it for the streaming audience. As a GM, I don't have a preference which way they go. And there's pluses and minuses to doing any of these. So.
Well, what does the audience think?
Yeah.
So, for anybody who's watching, and we'll vote too for our preferences.
Yeah.
Which one, 2, or 3 would you like to vote for? 1 is Underdark and Motherbrain, 2 is the Mind Control Mushrooms, and 3 is the Back Home Backstory.
How are we gonna vote?
I don't know.
They just
People type
the
in.
chat and they can
Yeah.
vote in.
Into the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, type
But we
it
get
in.
to vote too. Do you want to type into the chat? while you're
I
voting?
want backstory. I want to know where I'm from. Where am I from? Are you my mother? Oh, good point, Drake and Oakleaf.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we do Underdark and Motherbrain, but you still have dreams throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe eventually we'll push you.
Mind control mushroom, we could just give you enough mushrooms. The whole bag.
If we each eat a whole bag of mind control mushrooms, will we just wind up next to? Will we just wake up next to the Lady Rot? We can skip all the rest of it.
Yeah, we'll just
we come to and we're next to Lady Rot.
Ooh, I'm Sven says backstory.
Okay, so we've got 2 votes for Back Home Backstory, and 1 vote for the what do I call it? Underdark and Motherbrain.
Mm-hmm.
I vote for mind control mushrooms.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got 1, 1, 2.
Just to give 2 some options.
No, it's because that was the most recent one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
1 vote, 2 votes.
If we do the Back Home Backstory, will we have an opportunity to also flesh out because Immeral's home and Gragnold and Baeridin's homes also, they're really close to each other.
Mhm.
Relatively.
I will say for all 3 of these routes, there are, well, 1 a little bit less, but you guys can, what does it say?
You can still vote. I mean, I'm going to vote.
Yeah, there's going to be stuff for all of you in these different things. So.
I want to know more about Baeridin's backstory.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
and
Okay,
it's
cool.
fair to assume, like, if you guys go back to your home continent, you're going to run into stuff from your home.
Can I take this thing with me?
Yeah.
I think so.
The commitment to this bit is amazing.
We were talking about Steve Martin the other day.
Yeah,
I'm trying to take a little peek at it.
sure. The Steve Martin, do it till it's
Do it
funny,
till
then
it's
do
not
it till
funny,
it's
and
not
then do it
funny,
funny.
and then do it till it's funny again. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I think we're going backstory.
Backstory!
Then, in that case, Baeridin slaps Immeral on his back, and he says, or his butt, I guess. Baeridin's not very tall.
Is he back?
And he says, Immeral, I think it's time that you go back home and we find out where you came from.
You too.
No, I know where I was born, in the village. I'm part of the dwarf village.
All right. Moonfang clan, yes.
You're
Although,
precious, man,
we do need to avenge the Moonfang clan. Gragnold, it has been quite a journey.
Alright.
Let's get Fizzbang to teleport us.
Yep, let's get
I don't
Fizzbang
like
to
boats.
teleport us.
Alright, so as you guys...
You're saying that in front of the fish elf.
He doesn't use boats.
I think it's good for you. I think it would be good if you go amongst your own people. I mean, you're welcome to stay here, but if you have a way back to the Wood Elves, I think that would be the best thing.
Well, let's find the Wood Elves. We've got a way back. Where am
Right.
I from? Okay, whatever.
What else?
So,
You're from a city.
What
as
else?
you guys,
I remember you're way more comfortable in the city than I am. You've got to be from a city.
you guys start crossing the bridge, going back towards the Cat's Meow, the district. You're getting towards the open market area. Go ahead and everybody just give me a perception check.
Yeah. Also, I guess while we're in the city, oh god, I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, I rolled a 25.
While we're in the city, it's probably not a bad idea if there are we in a world where we can spend money on magic items, or is that like our magic items not common enough to do that?
No, you can spend money on magic items. That's actually what Lady Ramallah deals in.
Okay.
Well, I needed to talk to her anyway.
Yeah, is there if we wanted as players to find some magic items, is there like a good list to go off of? Should we just come up with some cool magic items that we might want or something?
Between sessions, give me a sense of like what kinds of things you might be looking for.
I want a friend for Dawn.
Dusk.
You were going
Dawn and Dusk. Ooh, and Dusk could be really mean.
Duskbringer and Dawnbringer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They both talk
Like
to each other in my
Dawn's
head.
super nice, but Dusk is really mean.
Yeah.
It was me.
But he's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking back, Gragnold, what did you get for your perception?
16.
16. Okay, all you guys notice, there's one person who doesn't look quite right. They've got this very blank expression on their face, and they're just kind of walking straight, heading towards the middle of the market district. They seem to look like people are in their way, and they just kind of push into them. They don't stop to say sorry. They don't make eye contact with anybody. They're just blank stare, walking straight.
I'm going to tackle him. I know what's going to happen. He's going to explode.
Yeah, just like it's just like the stupid whatever.
The goo?
The badger.
I'm going to totally tackle him
Okay.
and then cover his entire body with my body.
You're like much smaller.
I really hope that this is...
Do you say anything, Gragnold? Or do you just like run and tap?
I say, cover him!
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oy.
It's cool. It's a great epic moment.
16.
Like dive in.
All right. Easy enough. You're actually able to knock this guy over. He is a little taller than you, so how would you cover him up?
I would like bear hug him.
Okay.
Get your heels on the back of his knees so he can't really bend.
Well, the other thing exploded, so
Okay.
covering him up is like
You
diving
guys
on a grenade.
the head exploded.
Oh, was the head that
Okay,
exploded?
then I'll cover up his head
All right. So you
with my chest.
smack him down, cover up his head. Gonna try and break out. 13. Go ahead and roll another strength check.
What? Teacher and gamer!
Teacher
Gamer!
Yes!
Yay!
Athletics or strength?
Athletics.
17.
17. Okay, so he's not able to fight you off. And then you do you feel like the body kind of thrash, and then because you are covering up the head, you make a Constitution saving throw with advantage because you are a dwarf.
Constitution saving throw. That is another 17, or 17 is higher.
17. Okay. The spores kind of start
God, your con saving throws.
leaking out, and you're able to kind of avert your head, your mouth away. But you do see some of the spores starting to come up into the air around you guys.
No.
I'm gonna.
He's pulling out. You trying to scoop it with your hand.
I got this, you guys. Don can help.
Oh my god. Do I notice what's going on at this point?
Yeah.
You would have noticed all this. Yeah, you would have noticed the guy. You would have seen Gragnold run up and tackle him down. There's
I try and clear everybody out, and I'm just shouting, "Everybody move! Everybody move!"
People move away. Just see.
And actually, as I get over there, do I see a path of a space where there really would not be any people that we could blow the spores into?
There's been there's like an area around you. Like people are backing up, kind of like not sure what the hell's going on. They just see this one guy acting weird and another guy tackling him to the ground. And then there's like this strange like yellowish cloud kind of rising up into the air.
Okay, and is there a safe direction for the yellowish cloud to go?
Up would probably be the best.
So
it wouldn't come back down onto.
I wouldn't be
everybody or
scattering
whatever.
spores further.
I mean, or you could try to make it wet somehow. Oh,
Actually, can I do that?
You got rid of the jug and the
Well, hold on.
wand of
One sec.
globules.
Oh yeah, do you have a water? Do you have a water? You mostly win.
Huh. Well, I can. Let's see. Create elements within a 1-foot cube. So I can create a 1-foot cube of water.
That's true. Yeah. All right. So you make quickly.
Yeah.
Water.
One, just like. Boom.
And another one. Gragnold, you're getting soaked. Just.
He's still trying to suck in the spores.
Yeah, it's sucking in the spores.
Baeridin will also be like pushing people out of the way.
But this seems to dissipate after a moment. And then you see some guards come running up, hands in their weapons. What's going on here? We heard you attack this man.
Man would be a stretch.
What do you
This
mean?
man was infected with spores.
What?
As soon as they were tackled, their head exploded and it released a cloud of spores into the air, which we neutralized, thus far not infecting any of your other populace. In a crowded area like this, it could be catastrophic.
Baeridin will grab up a little of the spores and like put them, like now wet spores on the ground, and put them onto, what would be a good carrying thing?
Petri dish.
If I had a petri dish.
On their armor.
I would grab a little. Actually, I would grab the soaked clothes of the guy whose head exploded.
Give news. Close the marketplace. You hear these bells starting to go off. You hear people going, "Close the market."
This was an attack. There's no way this was an accident.
No. We thank you for your quick thinking. Please come. I'm sure the mayor of the town will want to give you a reward.
Take these to Lady. I give the sample. I say, take these to Lady Ramallah. I have the right one, right?
Mm-hmm, you have the right one.
The other sample too.
Rama is the spy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ramad.
No, remember the spy is Rama Lama Ding Dong.
Rama Lama Ding Dong.
Ramadan.
Blessings be.
So you guys give that. You're asked to come with them, and they lead you. It would actually take you towards the Merchant Princes. As you guys, you're brought in, not fully into the building, just inside the gate, and you see a very well-dressed man, short, overweight, kind of a grayish beard, coming out towards you all. Oh, I'm told our city owes you a great debt of gratitude.
Apparently.
Yep.
You stopped some more spores from spreading in here, I heard.
So I tackled him.
Thank you.
And we neutralized the spores.
It was a team effort. I think you should make us princes. You got a bunch of princes here.
Well, that didn't my power. We don't really. I mean, we call them the Merchant Princes. They call themselves that, so they.
Well, I'm gonna call myself a prince too then. If you're just giving out titles.
Prince Disarming.
Prince Gragnold is right.
Thank you, Prince Baeridin.
Right.
This is clearly something that's gonna be a big trouble for you if it keeps happening.
Well, I thank you for your service in bringing this in. Please take this, and he hands you a small sack of. It's actually pretty light compared to what you were given the other day, but it has 20 gold in it.
Okay, that's great. Well, I take it the rest of the compensation is due to the fact that we all have titles now.
Yes.
I'm the Viscount.
Where's our palace?
I don't have palaces to issue out.
Well, you should work on that.
Here's your palace. Your palace.
I'll work on that.
Here's
As you guys are standing there, a servant comes up and natural wonders.
Hey,
Yes.
princes.
Prince Natural Wonders.
Yes.
Lady Ramallah would like a word with you.
Thank you so much. We will travel her way now.
I bet it's hello. I bet that's the word.
She leads you not into the front public rooms, but she actually leads you up a stairway to like a corner kind of reception room. It's open. This one's more open air than the others. It's got like this stone lattice work on the walls, so it's hard to see in. And later, Mal is sitting in there. There's what do they call those? Like leaf fans that's on the lever at the top, kind of circulating the air in there. So even though it's super, super hot outside, it's a little bit cooler in here and a little bit more pleasant.
Okay.
She's still sitting veiled, and Fizzbang is with her.
Lady Ramala.
Hello.
I bow deeply, and I indicate the other two to do the same.
I don't think we have to do that now that we're princess. I think you should bet on us. But, alright.
I bow anyway.
Well met. Thank you for your acts. I understand the man has already compensated you.
Yes, your ladyship.
Right. Well, Fizzbang has been telling me a bit of his endeavors and also informed me that he promised to send you all back to your home.
That is correct, your ladyship. One thing that I do feel is right to tell you, given the apparent animosity between you and Lord Nori.
Yes.
And your interest in magical accoutrements, I do believe he is in contact with the witch Nanazele.
Of course he is. Lovely.
We wanted to tell you because we like you better.
You treated us with more respect than he did.
And we're princes now, so I think we should all get along.
He's an ass, but necessary with what he does. Thank you for letting me know this. He's probably going to get himself into a lot of trouble. He's been trying to get an audience with her for years.
Well, he now had the capability of summoning her.
Well, this will be fun to watch. Thank you for letting me know I need to increase my spies on him. I don't want to miss this audience. She's not one to be trifled with. You had dealings with her then?
Do we have a... Excuse me?
You had dealings with her then?
Briefly.
She seemed nice.
She looks over to Gragnold. She's like, I don't think you liked her very much.
I did not. Nutrition.
She was nice. She was nicer than Lord Nori.
I wanted to push her into the fire.
He's biased.
It's a good thing you didn't. She's extraordinarily powerful and extraordinarily old.
She would definitely break a hip or something. That'd be really bad. She'd be angry because she's so powerful.
In any case, we would just like to make sure you are aware of this as to not unbalance the power structure that exists in this city.
Well, I thank you very much. And I've been able to provide Fizzbang with the materials he needs to cast the circle if you all are ready.
I suppose so. You should know that there are mushroom people trying to invade this town.
And explode.
And explode.
The easiest way to cope with the spore eruption is a localized rainstorm.
And lesser restoration as people become infected.
We'll be working with the clerics to make sure that as many of them have restoration spells available. And as for the spores and all the oozes, well...
If you see somebody walking without looking around and they're bumping into people, I think you should take a wet sleeping bag and throw it over.
If you gave all the guards wet sleeping bags,
every guard should be issued one wet sleeping bag.
I think it'd be very successful.
Or some sort of large, heavy, wet cloth to capture the spores.
I like the idea of guards like the great thing about the wet sleeping bag solution is it doesn't kill somebody who might not do it, just be like wandering about. It just means you throw a big wet sleeping bag on them. And then they shout, they go, ah, what's going on? Why are you throwing wet sleeping bags on me?
That's
a good solution.
Listen,
there's part of me that's sad to see you all leave, but since you don't travel with the cleric, perhaps it's best that you don't try to deal with this. Zigamonti's threat is real,
Zigamonti?
as is Jubilex, but we'll take care of them.
Through it.
They're not going to be escaping the abyss anytime soon.
Zigamonti?
Hmm.
Okay, do you care to explain what or who that is?
They're demons.
Oh. So we're abandoning you to demons.
We're not. And as you look at her, she seems to shimmer a bit, and this kind of crackling energy starts to sparkle around her. We're not defenseless. We know who we're dealing with now. We didn't before.
Was there a secret fourth option that we didn't know about?
Of demons?
Yeah.
Of go to Abyss and fight demons? There.
Well, then let's say our goodbyes and head on out. Any other advice you have for us? And might I, your ladyship, trouble you to, before we leave, purchase some magic items from you?
We can see where it could be arranged. We can do that off stream since we're pretty much at time. But Bizbang comes forward. All right, so I only know of a few teleportation circles in your home region. There's one in the same city as Lady Siri, if you wish to go back to her. But there's also the large port city of I would need to open up a program to get the city's name.
A large port city.
We talked about being deported.
All right, I'll send you to the capital city then. And thank you.
Shouldn't we go back to the city that you came?
Yeah, we should go back to the city from whence I came.
Yeah,
And that's the large city. You would know this. It's I think it's 2 towns up from. So you're like a small city, large town. Is where
Okay.
And so this city is one of several large towns on this trade route. And so the port city is the next biggest city.
Okay.
In the middle.
So there's a swinging place I know called Capital City.
Yep, pretty much. I can't remember what it's called. I have it named. I did it on a stream, but I don't remember.
There's somewhere there's a map with a name on it.
Because I don't feel like opening the map program because it might crash everything.
Capital Cityville.
Yeah.
And you guys conduct your business with getting, possibly getting some magic items and things. And again, we'll handle that off stream. And he casts a teleportation circle for you. It flares, and you guys step through, coming into this darkened room, and instantly it hits you. The lack of humidity, the lack of heat in the air. It's like you're breathing without swimming.
Oh, it's being home.
It's the best.
Crisp air.
It's much crisper. It's much nicer at this point. You're just like, oh, it's still spring to, or what is it? It's early summer at this point, I think. We have to look at the calendar.
But isn't it the opposite? Because we're on the opposite, different continent, so the water swirls backwards, as do the seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's how it works.
Right.
Science.
so it's still spring, so it's
That's the Shakespeare thing, the Coriolanus effect, right?
yes. And you guys step out. Emerald, you wouldn't know this. There are some teleportation circles that are basically like public for you can cast them. So you are summoned into a fairly like private room. So like if you fall or something, not everybody's watching you. But then you step out, and you're essentially in like a bustling town square.
Do I recognize it?
No, you have not traveled to the. Well, you personally know, but like you look around and you figure out pretty quickly, like, oh, we are in the Sultan or something like that.
Okay.
Looking around, like, and you know that where you grew up, it's only about 10 days travel or 10
Nice.
15 days travel away.
Nice. Okay.
And that's where we will end this session.
Woo!
Yay!
All right. I do want to know if the wet sleeping bags works for this town.
Later on.
I think it's-
I think it's a good idea. I think
Yeah.
it's
That's a brilliant idea.
I think teacher and gamer.
Come on in,
Yeah.
sweetie. She can come in. It's okay. We just finished.
Woo!
Are we still on recording?
So, hey, and thanks everybody for being with us on the
Thank
stream
you.
today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Drake and
guys.
Oakleaf. Thank you, teacher and gamer. Thank you. What's my what was it? My Gigajig and yeah. How do I change my password?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being on stream. And we will see you soon.
We'll see you next time.
Woo!
Yay. Say bye.
Bye. Double bass.
Double bass.
Can you do the double bass?
Double bass. Double bass.
bass.